Yes, my people agree to now day now na guy boss and attend for year to come talk about Manchester United matter and how things happen for Manchester United for this 2024-2025 season. So make I best welcome you officially to today's stream. And we get Obongelitic people will go join us for today's show. Now, know as we do, I'm say only me know they usually they come on the show with they bring Obongelistic people will go, summer on better, fat and oh yeah, where they happen for inside the football lifestyle. And if you join us wherever you watch us from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you do welcome, and I hope say you get a very obungalistic week. I get a very obungalistic person where they stand out with me for today's show, and I also get a lot of other people where we say they go join us for inside the stream as the stream till they go. But the Manchester United season now we can talk about because this is it for Manchester United. People always have plenty of Obodo Ibo go talk say now shambles. They go talk say now shambolic season from Manchester United because the season no go well at all. Since many things, just dabaru for Manchester United this season. Water pass Gary as many people they talk for inside Pidgin. So you're welcome for wherever you watch us from, whether not for Instagram, whether not for Facebook, and also whether not for YouTube. I get to bear with me saying a very obongelistic Manchester United fan. He turned out with us for today's show. My brother Tobe, how body? I greet you. I hope say you did all right. I don't say your season no go well, but how your side, my brother?
Well, I do okay, Jerry. Big up to everyone. So it's a pleasure and blessing on my first debut on your channel. So it makes sense. But
Are you
as it
sure? You sure I never bring you on the channel before?
no, you never bring me. I never come your channel before.
Let me say I too delay now. I too delay. I beg apologies to be.
No wahala, no wahala, no wahala, no wahala.
Our,
So our
our,
season
our
just
people.
did rubbish, Jerry.
Hmm.
So
No be lie, you talk because for my post, I think I do a post today, a video when I put out on our Instagram, on our socials when I've been talking about how the season go for different club. And for my caption, I talk say Manchester United hope so na day, Manchester United fans hope so na day okay. So make I just start that one with you. Make I start the show with that one first to be. As a Man U fan, how your body did do you? Hope say you did all right. How your body did do you?
not gonna lie, you are good. The truth be say
Mm.
the cl- the club. You dey hear me?
I dey hear you, but your audio dey a little bit low. I don't know if you dey far from your mic a little bit. If you increase your volume a little bit also. Mm.
Okay. So I dey come. Make I try. I don't know what dey happen.
Yeah.
Okay, you dey hear me now?
Yes, I dey hear you. I dey hear you.
Okay. So our season, if I say, not gonna lie, is a very crazy season because every Man U fan with there around the world, they're not
Mm.
happy at all because the season is shambolic. You get so from the beginning of the season when Ten Hag still be our manager, and we don't dey see cracks. We don't dey, though even before the season starts, we don't dey see cracks
Mm.
from last season. But unfortunately, um, the owners wey we get, people wey dey on the top at the top, like they no do the normal
The
thing wey
oga at the
they
top them.
suppose.
Mm.
Exactly. So they suppose don sack Ten Hag when we win that FA Cup last season. Start a fresh season with a new um,
Manager.
manager. But the mistake wey they go do be say they go sack Ten Hag wey they suppose don sack since they sack am mid-season, bring in another manager with a different style, a different system entirely, which goes against Manchester United's traditional back four. This is a new
Mm.
system, a new manager with a new what's it called?
A new philosophy, a new way
Philosophy.
of playing
Yeah, a
football.
new
Mm.
philosophy, yes. Because Man U, since the day they've started playing, like they are known to be playing a back four system. You get me? So that one said now like disaster, catastrophe. Because
Mm.
if you know sack a manager we they bad since last season, you extend in contract, he win you cup, you follow up, and mid-season results not going to be very much okay. You don't expect a miracle now to happen, even though
Mm.
you hire a new manager. You get me? Miracle will not happen because one, you will look the kind players within the squad. You get me? Will they be suitable for this new manager? Now big question with that because a back three system for a new manager and the crop of players that we have already in that team, do they suit the system? Will they suit a
Mm,
back three? Because you look at a 3-4-3 system now, where we say the manager likes, or you see all those the wide players, the wing backs, they call them
yeah.
the wing backs. Those ones
Mm,
they do a lot of runnings. You get me? They run, they go to defend, they go know when to defend, when to attack, when to invert. You get me? When to support and all those type of things. But the kind players that we get for Man U is a disaster because one, the problem even before Amorim come, the problem we don't they get see the type of players we have. They don't know how to run. You get me? They don't
mm,
know how to do the basics. They don't know how to press. So all these things are problem because the physicality they don't get. And that's why when Amorim come Man, he talk say there are a lot of people, Manchester United players are too comfortable. Say the players them dey too comfortable. You get me? They don't
mm,
sabi do some kind basic things. That's why when you see in the Premier League, a club like Crystal Palace, Man you know fit beat them. Why? Because the physicality. Our players don't get that much physicality to go man to man with them. The likes of Brighton, Crystal Palace, Brentford, basically almost all Premier League team this season. You get me? So now catastrophe from the top because if they had gotten rid of Den Hag since and
mm,
brought in a new manager who will plan with them pre-season, I'm not sure say man could do this bad because they gave Den Hag over 600 million to spend in 2 seasons. So imagine the second season with Den Hag did, where we say they can't give him extra money, he can't buy Hojlund. The Hojlund, we
mm,
say Man U fans now, they vex for that guy. You get me? They bring in Hojlund, they bring in Zegzi, they bring in Onana. You see all these kind of players, we say Man U fans not today happy with them. So imagine
yeah.
that funds. Say they keep that funds for
Amorim,
for the
when
next
can join?
for Amorim. Exactly. So before no, I'm not sure say we go dey this position where we dey. We no go dey this
Mm.
position where we dey.
Okay, you make very 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 good point, and I did miss Organic on this stream. Hopefully, Organic will fit join us because currently they're in transit right now. I hope Organic will fit join us because Organic will agree with all the things where you don't talk because these are some of the things when him personally don't they talk last season. Say it don't reach. Say immediately after the FA Cup, the club supposed to sack Eric Ten Hag, bring in a new manager. We go make things better for inside the club. And those are the points that we just make. But shout out to Football Fan View where they drop message. Now I throw a salute, give you Football Fan View. I hope say your side good. Also they talk some things concerning Manchester United. Say the main issue with Manchester United get now be say the club need to accept say last they know they for that top place when they be there before. Say the club don't fall reach ground right now. Yes, good one. And just before we come live on the stream, it gets some things where me and Toby on the talk. I also talk about expectation for Manchester United fans. Say Manchester United fans need to reduce their expectation going forward. But we know say this club na elite club and the expectation also, it is very high. But just like you talk, the club needs to know say they know that level again. They don't come down now. And this one they talk, they come from Football Fan View. They talk say not be just only be the players. Yes, to be also agree with you. Him no say no be only the players. He no say the wahala he reach for inside the roots for Manchester United. We be all those big oga them wey be say they behind the scene where fans know they to they see all those one there and also join the wahala we currently dey for Manchester United. But today I want to make you also put Maggie for inside this comment where they come from Football Fan View when they talk say the problem with Manchester United gets no be only players matter, and I don't touch am small. I want make you also add Maggie, add salt for inside the soup where we dey try cook concerning this matter where Fan View don't set for inside our table. So
True. I agree. No be only players. That one day, not true. But you look at they pay these guys. These guys are top professionals. You get me?
mm,
They pay them better money. And these players, they know they too bad. Like you look at their national team. These guys play for their national teams. You get me? So
mm,
they are not that bad. So I feel say Manchester United problem, normal, true, not from the board, not from the top, because I dey always tell people say, as far as the Glazers they in charge, as far as the Glazers still they in charge of Manchester United, man, you go suffer. It go hard somehow for us to get real time success because they still dey in charge. But at least you look at Hojlund for instance. I wan try address this issue now. Normal, no
Mm.
be just the players, but the players get part of their own, their own
Wahala
share
too.
of the wahala
Of the
exactly.
blame.
Because you look at Hoyland, for instance, even though say we know say maybe most of these players, though you may not really blame them entirely, you blame the recruitment team because you see if they dey competent enough, they go know say okay, this guy where will they go sign? Will it be good enough? And like Man U now, one some months ago, an article that was published by the Athletic by I think
Mm.
was it Laurie Whitwell or David Austin. He said Man U no get data analysis at all. They no get data analysts,
Are you
which is a
serious? This
problem.
one they shocking to me. Oh.
Yes, they no get data
And
analysts in terms of
all of these
scouting
top clubs,
players.
they have their own data
Yes,
analytic companies.
exactly, they get them because you look at the likes of Brighton. That is why you look at Brighton. They always get good players. Their recruitment
Mm.
teams are doing a wonderful job because they're even though Brighton, if you argue to say they are a selling club, why are they a selling club? Because they get data analysis. They work with companies like Opta. You get me?
Mm.
Data Mob, all these kind
Mm.
data analysis company or
Analytics, yeah,
analytical
companies.
companies.
Mm.
Yes, they work with them because the only way to recruit players when you don't study their you don't get statistics. Okay,
Mm.
there's a part of a game that is missing in a club or in a team. Okay, we need a player who can run in behind. You need a player who can defend in the box. We need a ball playing goalkeeper. These are key data. These are key
Mm. Key
attributes where we say
metrics. Mm.
metrics exactly where we say you need in a particular player. And the only way to find that now through all this data analysis, where we say, man, you don't lack, we no get. You get me? So the fact say we lack these things, now why I thought say I go blame those at the top. That's why I understand what is my guy at the top say it's not all about the players. You get me?
Mm.
Now them for the top. But when you go come blame these players, you say now basic for
Basic
at
thing.
least
Mm.
even though say the club recruitment they make mistake in hiring you or in signing you, you are not that bad. You look at Hoyland for instance, Baba the ball for Atlanta is a
Mm.
huge prospect. You look at his you go to say the guy get physicality like if he win duels one on one,
Yes.
if he struggle, if he try get the ball all those basic things so running behind, hold up play, all those basic things. No man, the guy supposed to am now. We say if you watch am for YouTube, you dey watch some kind highlight, you see these kind of things. But you don't come Man you now, even though we know say Man you get your problem. But at least
Mm.
do the basic things. These players no sabi do the basic things at all. If you dey watch Man you dey play like this, you go dey vex. You go dey vex because the players one, they no fit run, you understand me? They no fit press. They no fit
Mm.
just do the basic things. The situation even worse under Ten Hag era that time. Maybe say our midfield, they very open, they very exposed. Our midfield, you get me? If you want finish Man U, you see that midfield, there's always this space, open space where we say opponents always use counter or they go use long ball, take finish Man U that period. Now why we go by Ugarte, you get me? Because that time Scott McTominay, the McTominay and who again? Shana Casemiro that time. Those
Yeah.
players know to the they know to the give us what we want because we need a ball playing a midfielder and we need a DM. Man, you know to get DM that time, defensive midfielder. So we
Mm.
can't bring in players now. So these players are supposed to do basic things, but they need to do them. You get me? You look at Onana for instance. I go blame Onana because Onana they make mistake. These players are prone to injuries, which is not supposed to be. You get me? They are being paid top dollar. Do the basic things where you say you go dey defend. You go know how to. You don't make mistake. Goalkeeping error. Onana, you see Onana for in box. They say now me, man, no go lie. I dey amongst those people we say Onana na a ball playing defender. You get me? I mean, a ball playing goalkeeper. Baba no fit if Onana play one long ball like this, he go hit the opponent. You get me? You know they are accurate and all those kind of things. So you go blame the players. The players get some fair share of their own, criticisms.
Yeah, their own blame, yes, for inside the
Yeah,
matter.
100%.
Totally agree with your points. The more you did drop to be, because yes, I one of the things where I want to talk Manchester United night club where we say me I don't follow for a long time. Even though say I be rival fan, I dey always they keep my eye on Manchester United because I love football. Manchester United had great players when me I even enjoy to watch as a rival fan, and the quality of players when me I don't see play for Manchester United over the years I come they wonder how some of these people when these big organs we come to the club now where they go bring players they come because me I know they blame any player. Now you carry your hand go sign this some of these players. So some of these guys no they on the level to play for Manchester United. So you would ask yourself, say, how come how they take analyze the scouting report? Because you talk about a very key point, say Manchester United don't get an a data
Yeah,
analytical company, and this is something where we say most of all these big clubs they get them. You understand? They get a company or they get
yeah,
a software where we say a company give them to access to what them they use, what then they pay to use, and also they will combine all of those things now with their scouting reports and all that. They make decisions on how they go take sign the player, if
yeah.
they go sign the
Yes.
player, that and the right player will go fit work for their system or not. And the game and technology don't make a lot of things they I'll call them the development now we don't see in technology a lot of factors there when we say, and also the development in sports science where we say that they put into consideration when they go sign some of those players. And you also talk about the injuries when Manchester United currently they get. I think around February, if you notice around February, the number of injuries that Manchester United get during this period, it was very high, and it was the occurrence of some of those injuries. I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe even be get consent of how why players they injure like that during February. Yeah,
You know the one we shock me. Well, I think let's say in our last season, when Luke Shaw get injury, we can't go bring Sergio Reguilon. That Tottenham
yeah,
was for
Rogelio from Tottenham Hotspur.
exactly. So if let's say the guy stay with us for a while, then transfer window open. If let's say now whether na winter January transfer window or so, transfer
Mm.
window open. We send guy back. So the message or the notification we got from our medical team is that Luke Shaw will be available.
Mm.
And lo and behold, Luke Shaw no come. We don't already send Reguilon.
Return the defender we
Go
suppose,
back,
yes. Mm.
exactly, go back to Tottenham. And let's say that season was a disaster because again at that period when we can't play that look on they play they play left back.
Left
Then
back, yeah.
whether na Wan-Bissaka come they play
Wan-Bissaka was
right
playing
back.
right back. Wan-Bissaka sitting there.
Exactly.
Mm.
Now that period, now that was the genesis of Diego Dallo playing left
At
back
left back.
that time. So
Mm.
it's a mess. It's a mess.
So, but I think one of the major lows when we know say the league form was very poor this season. Me personally, I never see Manchester United finish that low for the Premier League table
As in,
since me I don't dey watch football. So it was a very I think that disgrace that be the word where I go use shame go catch Manchester United players say they finish that low for inside the Premier League table. But one of the escape routes we can do during the season we can put eye on as okay as a consolation na the UEFA Europa League. People can look as okay that na Manchester United path back into Europe. Manchester United path to get some shine, a little light for inside a very dark season. And how you see that performance for the final because it was a very disappointing one. Not a performance when I go see any bright spot pick from within Manchester United do for inside that game. But as a Manchester United fan, how you see the disappointment we call day for the only escape route when Manchester United gets, to put get some pride or get some respect out of the season 2024-2025 season.
Well, I no go lie, I see they recover, I never recover well because that thing it dey very painful, very annoying
Mm,
because one, Man U and Tottenham, those two, they are
mm,
very bad, very poor in the league domestically, to the point where we say people call that they call the final El Clasico.
mm,
El Clasico. That's losers Clasico because Man U they follow themselves for the Premier League. But I can't they
yeah.
look and say Man U bad though. My opinion, we are bad, yes. But we are better than Tottenham. And that
Mm,
is why we are ahead of them in the Premier League. So I expected the barest minimum to say, okay, let these guys turn up because for heritage sake, turn up. And
mm,
Tottenham, for 17 years, they never win any major European competition. But how come they look that game? Like, even everybody believes, say, it's an easy game for Man U. And
mm.
truly, it should have been because as I dey look
But
that game,
but
that,
but
that
when you be the consider say sorry, when you be the consider saying a easy game, you know look the head to head in the last couple of games between both teams.
and now wetin even give me that morale sef say we go even beat Tottenham because they don already beat us 3 times. You get
Mm,
me? So I say e no dey possible say this is revenge in another dimension.
mm,
I just get am say Tottenham no fit beat me 4 times, never, they no fit. You get me? And again, because if you look at the way they dey play, e bad. Like their football was bad, was worse than our own. E bad pass our own. You get me? So now that head to head where I look, wey be say I reason am, I say, no, we are not that bad to allow a whole Tottenham wey bad
mm,
beat us 4 times. You get me? So that thing can't give me morale, chest. You get me? So e can't reach the gameplay the day of the match. Normal, we played performance wise, we were better than Tottenham. Even the statistics says it. We were better than Tottenham. We had more chances, we had more shots, we had more possession. You get me? We played better. But the problem that has been lingering, we say don't they linger with Man U has been finishing clear cut chances. Our attackers they have been abysmal. Like they have been rubbish. Because that time Hojlund get some kind opportunities to score, but in positioning, in anticipation, is bad. And e be like say that was not our day truly because Bruno, wey be say be our main man, no be im day. Bruno was
mm.
bad that game. He was not on form, and if Bruno no dey on form like this, e dey usually affect us. You get
Things
me?
must spoil.
And things must spoil exactly. So Ahmad na the only guy wey be say was doing beats. Ahmad dey lively, you get me. We played better, you know. Tottenham, the thing dey pain me because Man U know say set pieces, defending set pieces has been our major problem this season, whether in the league or in European competition or in the
Mm.
FA Cup or Carabao Cup. They know say things we no fit defend. And if you check that goal wey Tottenham score, na true set piece. Na true set piece. Pape Sarr cross inside our own half. Pape Sarr cross the ball, enter our box. I no know, look sure. Now why this Man U team, this club, I don tire. Look sure even before that final, and that's why some people they go say they wan blame Amorim because in selection, in decision, e get
Mm.
as e be. Luke Shaw and Onana, I no know wetin dog go dey there. Onana dey for post, then Luke Shaw. I no know how Luke Shaw take position himself. The ball touch am for hand, then he enter the box. And na that kind ball wey I go say, Onana normal. If Onana suppose catch that kind ball, you get me.
Mm.
Even though say na own goal, but you get the way wey he go take position well, he go catch that ball. And I still blame Luke Shaw more because Luke Shaw's positioning was bad, and they know say we have been bad in terms of defending set pieces. You get so the luck not just dey our side, and na for first half this go enter o. Wetin come pain me be say Tottenham come dey play low block. Tottenham Postecoglou wey be say na high line. We say na ta 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 ta
Exactly,
ta.
exactly.
The thing pay me. I no go
The
lie.
man, he changed everything. Come.
It change am exactly. It change am. You can't see Tottenham players come everybody come go dey defend. They come dey play low block. So it can't be very difficult for us to to see any pocket of spaces to try and exploit. You get me?
Mm.
Bodies were there. You get so if in fact the match pain all of us because one you can't look at Garnacho. Some people say Garnacho supposed to start. Truly, yes, Garnacho should have started that match ahead of Mason Mount. You get me? And even Luke Shaw not supposed to even start that match at all. You get so and it was a mess of a match. You get but what to do? Like I said before, performance wise, man, you play better than them. You play better. Tottenham, if I say Tottenham just that own goal wey dey get. Any other
Mm.
thing, I'm not sure say they no do any other thing for that match. And a testament to wetin I dey talk be say the final match of the season, you check am, wetin happen? They lose 4-1 to Brentford. Can you imagine a whole so-called Europa League winners, champions, wey be say they suppose show say they deserve am. What happened? They lost 4-1 to Brighton. Meanwhile,
Mm.
we played for pride and we show say that was a mistake. You get and to make up for our fans, to tell them say or for them to tell us say we better pass Tottenham. Say that was not our day. We won our match. You get me? So that Europa League
Yeah.
match was one that no Man U fan will ever want to remember in their life because
Mm.
you think about it, we are the only. The thing they pay me because when you think a club that has gone 17 years without a trophy and na Tottenham, na Man you can't give them
Now,
their
on
first.
a head, now they can't take carry trophy.
I think
If you also think I'm gonna get an opportunity to to win to lift the Europa trophy, Europa League trophy without being losing any match, join the unbeaten champions as they call them. I think now Chelsea, Eintracht Frankfurt, and either Villarreal or
yeah,
Sevilla, one of them. That be the other three teams will not make that history. So you
exactly.
guys had the opportunity to make it four teams. The fourth team went on Duam, and I don't know if you Duam against Tottenham. And this one they come from. I know say this one they come from the Manchester United fan. 25th beauty talk say Tottenham no play anything for the final. Saying now Manchester United, nah, them the him they blame. So, but
Now
this
wetin I
comment,
talk now.
yeah, this comment they come from Ogatosin. Shout out to Ogatosin, very correct person. He talks say, I mean, they greet us with a greet to Ogatosin. He talks say the Europa League final na El Losico. You know, be live
Wetin I
go
talk.
join us. I waiting Ogatobi bin they talk say that Europa League final. They talk say that teams when they two teams when they lose, we don't lose break body. Now they play for the trophy. And Ogatosin they talk say Manchester United wahala. Say don't plenty. They come say na Ruben Amorim head na everything. Just come dabaru. Yes, Ogatosi, you no talk lie. Many of all the things when we don't they see they come for the happen for Manchester United, everything just go pregede for Ruben Amorim head, and it kind of make him look like say the man a very bad manager, and in a real sense, no be say him bad reach the
No
way
be
the
bad
result.
though, no be bad
Yes,
manager.
the way the results come dey last, even though say yes, some people go see lapses on some of his decision and some of the things when he don't do. And me self, I can't even the feel for the man. Say this man don't even know how bad the situation dey until he don't enter inside the club, come dey part of the system, come see say oh boy, now so the team be, but he no fit go again because say he don't
No,
already come, he don't come.
I know say no because I remember when we
Yeah.
go scout when we dey go
No,
try
but I think
negotiate with
you
this.
from outside, make I just drop this point. I know say you get a lot of things when you want to talk. From outside, if you get a picture of how bad it did, you understand. But it's not go fit, you not go fit be as when you don't be part of the system, you don't be part of the club,
Okay.
you don't they see everything on a day-to-day basis. Now you go come fit really scale and say, it's on this scale of maybe on the scale of 1 to 10, say maybe now 5 bad you they get. So, but from outside, yes, you will not say the team bad. But go ahead
But it go
and make
sharp.
your point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my point be say like when we want sack Ten Hag, say now one of those candidates, Amorim na one of the candidates, and
Mm,
the reports where we get to hear that time, we say we don't already brief, like he has been briefed. You get me?
mm.
and they can't even give am ultimatum. They can't give am ultimatum. Say it's either you join now or that's it. Because Amorim,
Or the
ideally,
window don't pass.
yes, ideally, Amorim does say make the club give am to the end of the season. At least
Yeah.
we should season don't end. So now we suppose they announce the guy as our manager. But the club say no. Say they no fit wait. You get me? So he go don't get the idea and say this club, let's say they are in a very terrible state. Even
Situation.
even he himself know he would have been
Mm,
briefed. He don't do your own research, he go know say things not there as e be before. And I agree with you.
mm,
Waiting how we they look for outside is different from how we go be inside when you are there. You get me? And
true.
obviously he has seen it. He has known that this club rotten and the kind players we did this club they no suit my system at all because it's a new philosophy, it's a new structure, it's a new system that is being maybe say you want inculcate like you want put for mind you
Mm.
if you know what I
In
talk
a new philosophy where they different from what Manchester United
what
they
they
do normally.
different exactly. So now why right now things e get as e be those play in fact well my joy be say we don release some kind players and more will
Mm.
still be released and some kind players they come in. So let's see how you will go from there.
Okay. So, but talking about players now, since you don't mention players when the club don't release and all that, we will go into touch some players where you think say the club needs to sell for the team to move forward. But I want to ask you about the most important player for Manchester United. Me, I've been on to talk about them for ages. Say, if you ask me to take one player away from this Manchester United team, it has to be Bruno Fernandes because
Yes, now.
I don't know.
Okay.
I like Bruno. Some people, if you know, like him, say in the do tantrum when things they go bad for pitch, they know they see him as their role model for a leader. But me, I know it's a different type of leaders, the different type of leadership quality. The one thing I like about Bruno Fernandes, we say once you need a player to show up, you need a player to show working when things start apart. For this Manchester United team, that Bruno Fernandes you will look up to. And if you look
Yes.
how bad the team perform, when you look all the statistics and look how Bruno Fernandes they finished the season in terms of the league, I think about 8 goals, 11 assists, if I did correct with my mathematics
Yes.
and my stats.
Yes.
That you know will believe saying a team waiting for that place now him to get that start and a team where they perform that badly. So I think for the bunch of these bad players, I mean I call all of them bad players right now because they're no show working. Now only Bruno Fernandez will be pick out. So with how bad this performance did this season, you as a Man U fan, you think say this club fit keep Bruno Fernandes because me I think say Manchester United really need a player like Bruno Fernandes to continue to stay inside the team if the team won't move forward for the next couple of years to come. So you dey confident say man you go fit keep Bruno Fernandes with how bad things dey for the club right now. We know European football next season. You don't understand. And we know, say, we don't hear reports of Saudi Arabian clubs they put head for crazy money for Bruno Fernandes. European clubs go also test their waters too because a player like Bruno Fernandes, now a player where many European clubs go like get for inside their midfield. You dey confident say man you go fit keep Bruno.
See, that question it dey very tricky because
Mm,
one, Bruno na a very important player for Man U. You get me? When since 2020 when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, na him be the manager when he come in. So and since that 2020, he don dey perform, he don dey maintain that high level performances. So he dey bring in goals, he dey bring in assists consistently, and that is an attribute of a world class player. And e get something wey you mention, I dey try break am down. And e get something wey
mm,
you mention, say some people talk say Bruno get attitude problem. No be attitude
yes.
problem, na mentality problem. I'm sorry, na mentality na good mentality. No be say na mentality problem, na good mentality wey Bruno get because one and again he dey for Man U, dey play for a big club. So you expect controversies, you expect a lot of scrutiny. But the kind mentality wey Bruno get hardly does any other player in that team have. It's a winning mentality. You get me? Na passion. Bruno they exhibit passion. Bruno they exhibit aggression. You know, now attribute of a good player. The Cristiano Ronaldo now we know today. Na so he be, or na so Ronaldo be that time when when he dey rise to stardom, to becoming a world class player. You get me? Because when you are good, you demand a lot from your team. You demand a lot from your players. You know, so all those things will show in your emotions. So it shows that you care for your club, and you care for your team in general.
Mm.
So and the beauty of it be say Bruno dey perform. No be say he dey always complain, and if you check, they perform. That one for two casts. You understand me? For two casts, people for use am dey play, but he dey always perform. So now down to Manchester United trying to keep Bruno. I no go lie you. I think I think the club will keep him because I saw an article from the Athletic and from some other
Yes, from the
journalists out there.
Athletic. Yeah.
So they thought say the only way these people are bringing within 80 to 100 million from this Saudi club is
Mm.
only if Man U they are tempted, because right now we know say all this redundancy, all this cutting of costs and
Cost.
sacking some
Yeah.
employees by
Mm.
the owner, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the co-owner, Ratcliffe, is because they say the club is broke. They need money and all. So the only way we say, if you say, man, you go feel fit sell. Now, if these people bring in crazy money, if you bring like 100 million, for instance,
Mm.
you get me? Because even Bruno Fernandes talk him last week. He talk say he's open to anything. Say he knows that the club is financially they need money. They are down. They are broke. That if they can get a suitable or a sustainable amount from him, no problem. So he is open to the move. He's open to move. But
Mm.
one thing is you are open to move, to leave. Another thing is the club willing to let you go regardless of the amount that we put on the table. So the thing we say, I don't think say Bruno will leave, because even Amorim don't talk and say he need a player like
Like
Bruno
Bruno.
in that
Mm.
team. Exactly. So it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult to find a player like Bruno, a replacement, because man, no lie you, it did very hard. You look at now, aside as KDB now, since Bruno come Premier League in 2020, if you check out the stats,
No, no,
Bruno
no
don't create
midfielder they as
chances
consistent. If you come out KDB.
in Europe. In Europe top five league, oh, not be only Premier League, oh, in Europe top
True.
five league, nobody. So it would be very hard to find a player like Bruno. So for me, I feel say Bruno will stay, but he go try see how we recruit this summer, the kind of player we bring in,
Mm.
how the club, if the club is going to be ambitious, those kind of things. You could look at Wella to see whether okay, I fit commit. Luckily for us, let's say he get like whether 2 years left in his contract. So if he stay this season, see how we perform. So if not something where
Mm.
they see progress, then if he leave maybe next summer or by January transfer window, you get me. But right now, Bruno is without Bruno, this club is done. You get me. Look at our achievements, even the FA Cup with the silverwares we've won since his arrival. He has been a focal point. Bruno has been a very important person.
Very
Maybe say if
important
you come
person.
out time,
Mm.
yeah, it's like a backbone. So if you come up Bruno, the club is done. So people got respect Bruno. Even the club respect Bruno. Amorim respect Bruno. Thank God say now a fellow Portuguese. You get me? So
Mm.
if he convince him, because I know say we go talk about the transfers, the kind of players we might be
Yeah.
bringing, but you see the
Mm.
caliber of players now where they come in. We say with the strikers we might you go come get, coupled with Bruno's output, you don't finish. Man, you feel win Premier League next season. I dey tell you, if you win Premier League next season.
you
It
don't you
is
don't dey-
happening.
you don't you na express road you dey go. But
The
why
good,
why why you dey drop your expectation? Oga Ola join us. Oga Ola I greet you. How about you, my brother?
good evening, my brother.
Good
And
evening,
good
Baba.
evening
How you
to
dey feel now?
Ideal. Good evening to my other brother. See
Okay,
this
okay. No
I agree.
wahala. Oga. Why you join us? We dey talk about Bruno Fernandes, and if Manchester United go fit keep the I'll call him the only light where I see for the team after this kind poor season without European football. Oga Tobe don't you don't touch about how money they tight for the club right now. But maybe get
Mm,
your own perspective for inside this topic concerning Bruno Fernandes. You think say Man United go fit keep Bruno Fernandes? Even
yes,
just as the manager also don't talk, say you need a player like
yes,
Bruno Fernandes for your team. Look here from you.
yes, I agree with my Oga with everything he
Mm,
talk. Then go keep him. Then go
mm,
keep him because one of the things where you need to consider be say to get a player of Bruno Fernandes quality now in today's market, 100 million self no go do you
I
to see that
swear.
kind.
So some players will never play waiting reach waiting Bruno
Eh,
don't do. That
eh,
their club
And
their club
100
their club they
million.
put 100 million
see,
euros for their head
see,
now.
see how much Liverpool first approach for that
For
Florian
Florian
Wirtz.
Ritz. Yeah.
Hundred
With
million for first
Mm,
approach, 100 million. So the only thing about Bruno, the only disadvantage about Bruno is the age. And whether you like it or not, football science is on another level now. Players
mm,
know the age until they are 33 now or 34. At that time, their age they show. Players' age no they show for 31 again. For our team, nobody work hard reach Bruno, even though he look like say he don't old. So we still get 2 years to enjoy from the guy. And secondly, he's not a broke guy. We are paying the guy well here. He's on 300. If na player wey dey on 150 now, he can see 700 for Saudi. If he rush go, but today's standard of salary in world football and European football as it is, 300 is a big man salary. It's a big boy salary. So it's not broke. And concerning Man you being broke, I think there is different from being broke and trying to close some leakages.
mm. Cut cost.
Yes, he gets some things. Even though I don't agree with this Radcliffe, the way they are, all these Ineos people, the way they are
Mm,
treating the staffs. But there are some things that are not right. For where you they work now, nobody they give you lunch. These
mm.
people they chop lunch. In stop and say why they go come work, come they chop lunch. Make everybody go use in salary buy lunch. You get people who talk say that one they collect 175,000 pounds in a year for gesture, body language experts. See, that's unnecessary. So he get some things, no be everything wey him do bad, but you know, say man you now the big PR for negativity. So if you want make anything bad trend now, just put man you involved.
Mm.
Some people now only us go buy player wey dem go use dollar as the money exchange rate for headline. So if you buy player for 60 million pounds, those journalists go write, man, you don't buy this player for $80 million. Some other clubs say they don't
yeah.
go even put money, they don't go even put the
Interesting.
transfer fee
Sorry
there.
to cut it short. Fabrizio Romano, I don't dey observe that guy.
Ah,
If it comes to Man U situation, he dey always put the amount. But you see
uh-huh,
Chelsea, they
uh-huh.
hardly no for real.
Then
I
they
dey
always
observe am
then they
hardly.
always do that kind of thing for us because they know say when it comes to crowd, we get the crowd. We dey 15, people see they hate us. We dey 16, people see the abuse us. People still want to know wetin dey happen with us. That's how big
Una,
we are.
una, una, una don't already dey grand. They see the shame on her.
Eh, we no dey go anywhere now. One don accept. I still believe say if you are a serious club and these Ineos are serious, if they want Osimhen today,
Mm.
with the stature of this club, Osimhen go come to us because Ingo believe say with other transfers that are coming, we are capable of making top four because he is involved now too. And concerning that money, the homegrowns that we are going to sell now, they are going to give us more money to spend.
Mm.
Garnacho, the PSR, that homegrown this thing now, it no go affect us because Garnacho, Garna,
Na pure
Garna,
profit it go be.
Garnacho, Garnacho will be coming. This guy
Mm.
too will be coming. Rashford is going.
Yeah,
Garnacho is
yeah.
going.
And those
And
ones they go consider them pure profit.
Yes, that's
Respect to
pure
PSR.
profit. So that 100 million now, that one will still give us like another chance to spend 200 million. But I don't
Yeah.
trust these people. I don't trust these co-owners. The Ineos are terrible people, and from what they have done in their previous companies or the other companies that they have, they are not showing good signs. They are not showing good signs. Mercedes now, they have young people there. They are not like before. Even what's it called? They have their bicycle this thing. They are not doing well there. So these people, the owners are the bigger problem. They are the
Mm.
bigger problem. I
But
think Bruno is a loyal guy and he understands the circumstances around him. He's going to stay at the club. He could understand the factor of his age. Now 31. All those Bayern and co, they know they look player like that. No, we say you know good, but he just gas the beat. We say you know this. They no go shall look you. People know they look
Mm.
KDB, say they won't buy KDB that time. You know me say no good. Nobody they look Modric. Some players just say like that. Nobody go they look you, say they won't buy you. Unless you have issues in your club. Even Lewandowski wouldn't have left Bayern if not for the issue with that manager Negesman. He wouldn't have left. So all those things they there. So Bruno, I know even they fear say whether he go or he no go. Because those ones say they are not throwing some astronomical offers to him. No be say
mm,
offer wey be say beyond this one. No be say dem
now,
say we wan pay you 1.5 million per week. Oh, we go
now,
give you
now
jet.
crazy money. Oh. No,
Na
the offer
700.
there already. Oh.
Na
No be
700.
700 though. No be
They, they,
700 though.
they no say they won't give
But
am all
I
those
know the
offers.
crazy offer there, but I don't know the exact amount. So be able to give the
Uh,
exact amount.
Now up to 1.64 million is a year. So you can calculate that it should be up to 1 point something million now a
Massive.
week.
and without tax. If I be Bruno,
You
sef,
can,
I
you
go
can
go
imagine.
collect am.
That's
So now
massive.
why I don't say now 50-50 because
The only
one
thing, the only
journalist
thing,
come say
the only thing we just did there be say Bruno still get another 2 years to stay in Europe before he go
five
there.
years. Me they
And
think say
I
now
mean,
5 years.
2 years safe after this World Cup, after the 2026 World Cup, you fit go there. Your money go still dey there. That's just the truth because he go still be our best player. And he go be like around 30, 32 or 33. So the money go still dey there even though you still won't go there. So now the only thing we are seeing for there. And the only thing
And
we are seeing for there. He still fit go there. And the only thing
and it
we are
go
seeing
go
for
up.
there.
But now 50-50, no, we just dey honest because me, I no go let my emotions make me talk.
Mm.
No, I won't make Bruno stay, but now 50-50 because
And the money they are offering us, they are not tempting us.
eh,
The
exactly
money is
because
not
I see
tempting.
80 million. It's not really
Yeah,
tempting. How would they be bringing 80
100
million
million,
for
80
Bruno?
million, 100 million, 80 million. They are not tempting. They are not money that you
It's not
just sell
tempting
players for.
because
So
you look at it. If Man U, if to say Man U qualify for that Champions League now, we don't sure say we will get 100 million pounds day day ground
yes,
for it.
yes, yes.
But the fact say we not qualify for this Champions League now, we are broke. Man U is broke right now. There's not enough money. So if these people can't bring 100 million, 80 million, it can be tempting to Man U because that money will do a lot in revamping the squad. You get me? Because there's an overhaul. They won't clear out some kind dead wood.
Who they
So
want sign? Where they believe these
na,
people?
na,
People where they want sign their lap. People where want sign their lap. Which kind of all them they do?
but
Which kind of
but
players they
the
want
thing the
spend?
thing we say, I know say we will get to that segment, Charles, where we go talk
Mm.
about players, these players when they come. But I dey always tell people say you see that Delap, when you have a player like Bruno in the team, you get me, and Delap is a Premier League proven player. You look at his output, the way he
With
scores
how
goals.
many goals?
He's more fit. No, now because na Ipswich now, Ipswich he dey now, and he don't already give up early in the season. He don't already give up. Let me say mid-season because it was clear Ipswich were
People
going
know
to be
we
relegated.
need to learn from our past, bro. How much have we spent on the striking position now? With him now, it's going
Mm.
to be around 140 million pounds on proven striker. Don't waste your time, my brother. You see,
Okay,
there's one thing about original thing and fake things. Whether you like it or not, before you know it, you go don't buy 10 origin or 10 fake things. before you go just realize it, you be like, say, I need to buy these original things. If sign Osimhen, forget Delap. Whether Delap like
You know
it
if
or
you
not,
sign am
he-
now, they easy, no be an easy deal. Now the problem be that, now the thing be that, what we supposed to know.
nothing is
I dey see
easy
fans.
if you don't put your mind to it. Nothing is easy.
No be
We are
by
just
that
wasting
one.
our time.
No, let me break it down to you. You see, say normal, everybody, everywhere you talk say sign Osimhen, sign Osimhen. Even me, I want me to sign Osimhen. But you look at the conditions. The conditions no dey favorable to Man U now currently because one, I dey always talk am, the club lack. We no be that financial giant anymore. Now why you dey see all these job cuts, and again, Osimhen's demands, financial demands, I believe say e go dey on a high. E get one report where I see that time talk say he wants Man U to pay him what he's receiving at Napoli, which is around 12 million per season. You get
Yeah,
me? So
220.
all this, so you can imagine. So my point be say,
What do they expect from world class?
and now by the talk now, yes, which is supposed to be the barest minimum or requirement. So we say we could assign a player like Osimhen, but because of mismanagement from the Glazer family taking out leverage. I mean,
Dividends
sorry, not
every time.
dividends. Sorry, taking out dividends
But
from the
they are
club.
making the same things, bro. Ever since
Eh,
they got
eh,
here, what
but
have they done? They waste 10
they've
million on
not
Ten
seen.
Hag when they should have sacked him.
Now,
Everything
say
they've
now.
done
I
since they
I
came
tell
in,
my
they are rubbish.
I tell my brother Akpos, I tell him earlier, say they for don't sack Ten Hag from last
Mhm.
season. They for no carry him
Yeah,
come this
you
season,
talk am.
come sack him. Exactly. So now we see I talk. So my point, the point what I try and make now to say, if 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 Man U now, like if we fit sign Osimhen,
Mm.
it is a very difficult thing right now. We we are supposed to sign Osimhen. We're supposed to sign Osimhen, but it's very very difficult right now because one,
A bit Rashford they go.
Osimhen
Where Rashford wages they go.
Rashford, but even the player himself, Osimhen no
Rashford will
want.
return to the club now first. I think
No,
about
I'm
40
talking
million.
about his
United should
wages.
be the money they will
You
sell.
can put that wages in
His
another
wages.
person and you
Oh,
go still
okay.
get change.
See
Yeah,
Osimhen,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Osimhen wants Champions League football, and we cannot give him that.
Ninja boy go come Man U. Ninja
He
boy
go take
go
miracle.
forget Champions League. Ninja boy go come Man U. Ninja boy go Chelsea.
No,
Even though they no get
Champions
Champions
League
League.
must play. Champions League will play role. Champions League will play role, but at
Definitely,
the end
but
of the day, now still
if
Manchester United.
Oga Akpos, if all these Champions League people know they call you, no be person will call you
Yeah,
go go.
yeah. Also, good point. Good point.
When they no
Good
call you,
point.
how many
Because
people they fight on top of now?
definitely you gonna look at your offers. You
Uh-huh.
understand? You're gonna look at your offers.
Nobody
Mm.
they try to offer him anything now. So a man is a giant
Yeah,
club,
yeah,
whether
yeah.
people like it or not. On a personal
True.
level, Man U will multiply everything that has to do with you. Your social media space, you go there full. So far you they perform, the way people go they talk about you,
Mm.
your PR just be good. So far you no flaw, just dey Man U. People feel they talk say
Mm.
that you good pass for this whole world. All these Ganacho, if they know they Man U, who want to talk about them? All these small players, who want to talk about them? They Man U, Man U,
Mm.
come enjoy yourself. Osimhen, waiting they want do Osimhen, be say they just want to take advantage of Osimhen. What Osimhen is demanding is very small, and they are even
You
using
know they
social
out
media
of
to attack him,
place because
especially
the thing you dey talk
that
now,
Chelsea.
Oga Ola. The thing you
Especially
dey
that
talk
Chelsea.
now, Oga Ola.
Last season,
Now
then they
now
lie.
waiting.
Then they lie, say Osimhen was
Waiting you dey
demanding
talk now. That
500.
be this
Mikel
comment.
came out to debunk
That be this comment.
that he was never demanding 500 per week from Chelsea. He
No.
debunked that. Mikel came
Yes.
out and said that. So they know what they are doing now. How much are you paying Euro? You're 18-year-old. You go Ajakan from Madrid. You say you are going to pay him 180 or something. All
How
this
much Arsenal they pay Kai Havertz? How much Arsenal they pay Kai
and now
Havertz for how
350
many
then they
goal
pay
wins
him
for
now.
a season?
350 then they pay him
Exactly.
now. Number 7 on the Ballon d'Or ranking. We are just wasting our time on all this Delap and this thing. Don't stress yourself. I've seen the highlight of Delap.
Now
I've
why
seen
my
against top
Oga
clubs.
Ola, now why they talk to all
Go
these clubs they
struggle.
never ready? If
And
they're
now
ready, go sign Osimhen. None of them don't
then
ready.
go,
Maybe
then,
they
then
did.
go
And
struggle.
if they don't want to give Osimhen waiting he wants, well, I don't know Osimhen for me, my advice, right? If all this club no one give Osimhen the salary will fit a striker
Just
of
go
the caliber,
Saudi or
make you just go Saudi, go and collect your money.
If
Simple
even
as
they
that.
gala again, even they Galatasaray again,
Hmm?
because they won't sign now. They where you go, they happy,
Exactly.
enjoy your life.
Now so you know
We
like
they
that.
waste our time
Because
with all this Dela, all these things. I tell people, say, tell me the last
this thing
striker.
where you they talk now. So maybe the comments when Oga Tosin they talk for years say the return on investment where they go get if they sign a player like Victor Osimhen for 75 million euros, 250k per week. He said the Manchester United will actually get him. Yes, because
Napoli even ready to sell him 55 million pounds because now less than 1 year contract remain. So they no go allow me go free. 55 million pounds, then go collect them. Collect the 55 million pounds. Take your better player. All this Delap we struggle. The in day switch, he scored 13 goals. 5 of it like penalty. If you come out you with the shoulder, that club is heavy on people's head. But when people say, man, you don't create too much, who go create for Osimhen? I say, you don't watch Super Eagle before. You don't see Super Eagle midfield before. You think say we dey create? If Osimhen no get injury when we start World Cup qualifier, we no go dey the situation where we dey.
True.
If Osimhen don't start all the World Cup qualifier, we no go dey the problem where we dey for this World Cup qualifier. He came back, he played 2 games, he scored 3 goals. Who created chances for him? No be only that cross be better chance wey dem create. The one wey carry from midfield. I say if you watch Nigeria, you go know say Osimhen nobody dey create for him. Na Jaguar. So you don't stress yourself. He's a proven player. Don't pay the money and stop wasting your time. You don't buy Hojlund 75 million pounds. You don't buy Seski 38 million pounds. If you buy Delap 30 million pounds, that's almost 140 million pounds of uselessness. Tell the sick of you know nothing where you want to use them do now. People go come they count the money where you don't spend. You say go they count that. Then you rinse and repeat. Go sign better player. No stress yourself. Go sign better player. No say you don't secure that striking role. Delap can be second option. And if you no one agree, maybe they go effort where they won't buy him now. Man is a big club. You need to act like one. Don't stress yourself. And this manager, I don't trust this manager. Likewise, I don't trust the Ineos. I think they are all failures together. They are all failures. Before Tinubu come, we dey pray say may we no miss Buhari. Now we don't dey miss in Glazers because this new manager, this new sport owners, they are terrible people.
I know fully agree with wetin my guy dey talk.
Go ahead,
Go ahead. Concerning which one?
Ineos and Glazers. What do you talk?
No be. Now Ineos, see the thing be say, I dey always tell people, and not just Ineos, Glazers too.
I will not hear you.
Okay, we know they hear you.
Be like King will join us shortly. So, but I'll ask you. Yeah, we don't hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. So I talk say like where I not agree be say the Glazers they are the problem. So the only way for us to, at least for the fans to have some kind of relief, now if they sell this club, and unfortunately or fortunately, now Sir Jim Ratcliffe we in final this thing bid they accepted, and the man come buy some particular percentage of the club shares of Glazers' shares. As he buy him, he's now the co-owner. Now the problem now the Glazers. So this man now can they clean up the mess where these people don't live for the past how many years. You understand me? They try clean them. And how do I mean? He no like Camu, nobody like Cam. But you see all these job cuts, all these redundancies, all these people losing their jobs, hundreds of employees we don't did there for the past how many years. The fact that they lose their jobs now, that is on the Glazers, not Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Because if the Glazers were competent and the management was competent I'm not sure say we go dey this level where we dey now. So the man they try do him best to make sure say man you get back on track to where they supposed be.
You
And I
know,
don't
say, man, you be like family team. All this thing where this man they do, now Saka they make the man do am. Now Saka they worry the man. This man now rubbish in they do. They sack people saying they are not going to give them tickets to go to the final and all of that.
no
Now
be in fault, no be in
the man
fault
just they
really.
do. Now in fault, no be
No
sports
be in
him by.
fault because
No be
Glazer
sports him by.
see, he buy am, but at the talk am say nobody
He
will
no
invest
get
top
money.
dollar.
Which money himself bring to the
No,
club?
see, he invested, he injected about 300 million pounds in the club. He invested in that period, and that was what was able to help us get some of those players, some of the players we have now. You understand me? If not, he
Yeah,
said it
yeah,
in an
money.
interview last season. He said it that by December, by Christmas, Man U would have run out of cash.
He
So
dey
there was a
lie.
300 million. Not true now. Not true
No,
because
he did.
He,
He
all
did.
those
He did.
he said that.
not
I know
true.
say he talk am, but now yeah talk. Then don't they
No
talk
be
am since
na
before we buy
reality. Oh.
Anthony, they say we don't get any money. Before we pay that 80 million, they say we don't get any money. All the experts were
Shea
saying we
Ratcliffe,
don't get money.
Ratcliffe don't day that time. I mean, never did.
He
When we
never
sign
did now.
Anthony,
He
never
never
they
did.
talk now. Say
And now
that
since that
time,
time, then they always talk say we don't get money, but money they
but
know where the money.
but it don't worst. It don't worst now because our performance has regressed. You get me? So and now why that period? It not take a while. Glazers can say, you know what, they won't sell some part of their shares because they know say if we continue like this, it's only a matter of time before the club will run down.
To,
And they know
to
say
me, shall what these Glazers did now just to take their own face from the biggest billboard.
now
They
him
now
now.
put a puppet there. Where we say now them go the face, now them people go. Say people know to they mention Glazers now, unlike before. They know what thing they do.
They see they
They know
mention
what thing they do.
last
People, people
this game where we
protest.
play, they go
People
protest.
protest now. But the thing where they talk, we say no be only them they there now. Before you blame them, you go first blame Ineos. Because now
Mm.
Ineos get sports something now for the this
Yeah,
thing.
bottom
Like
side.
25% for the 25% is about sports. So before you blame them, you go first blame this Ineos. Say this Ineos see rubbish way they do. Now later you go come talk say Glazers, you need to sell this club. We don't need both of you. May una pack on
Mm.
ourselves, may una go.
But
But
there's
at the
nothing
end of
nobody
the
can
day,
do about it now.
at the end of the day,
If
these people, in fact, there are all these financial experts are saying Glazers they might break up this relationship with Ineos because Glazers know they use Champions League money play. Their
hey bro,
their div,
I never see that report. You know, say
their
I get my new page. So
their
I they
dividends,
observe, I they
their
always read
their
news.
their
So
dividends, they know they use it. No, now all these financial analysts, now them they say now
okay.
man you now because this club life don't worst. Now why would they know all this financial story? When I join man, you nothing concern me, concern waiting they
I
happen
say
Financial
behind
reports.
closed door. Behind closed door, nothing concern me. Now make I say we don't sign him. Good. When
Mm.
we they get game, how we go
Yeah.
play?
yeah,
Now waiting
exactly.
concern
How
fans be
how
that.
how
Yeah.
how I want to win league that season?
So no be all this wahala. So
How
all
many
this
trophies
financial
are go win during the season?
experts are saying if Ineos continue on this route and money no dey enter this club because
Mm.
no matter how the cost saving wey you dey cut, then go sack like 20 people, they no go still gain like 1 million pounds compared to failing to qualify for Champions League and losing 100 million at once. Glazers, they're not ready for that one. So there might be breakup. Say you guys are not capable of this sports,
No
this
be
thing,
break up. You know,
and their contracts then go scatter the contract where
you know
everything
they easy like
people
that.
go go there.
It's just said and done.
Nothing is easy now. You see the way they do the contract now, so then go disengage now. Everything they
But the
do.
thing, if it force them, if another
Glazer,
perspective, if it force them to
Glazers no
sell
feel.
completely.
Yeah. Glazers no fit open their eyes. They see what these people they do. Say they lift and hag. That one go force they face them. You leave him, who hire another one where you hire yourself. Ordinary to win Europa, did he knows he and win. In game
No,
15,
no, I want to
nothing.
correct something. You see, in terms of decision making, in terms of veto, the Glazers they also get say. So that time with Ten Hag, that one too day on the Glazers because they too they get the
Eh,
final
but,
say.
this Ineos, now them get the higher say. Those ones go just they advise them. Now them, now the report we then give Glazers go they work with. Say this is why we are doing this. This is
Then
why
they
this thing is.
they get
So
the
they feel
power, they get the
convinced. Then
ultimate power too.
yeah, then feel
This
convinced all these Glazers. Glazers when know they put their mind for Manchester United matter. Now dividends they their mind. How much they
nine man
on
they
ground
talk now.
where then they send us. So if Ineos go cajole them, go give them reports, say that this is what we work, this is what we work, this is what we work, this and that. Glazers they no care. Make dividends shall they enter. Now waiting they care about with that.
But they don't stop. Oh. If let's say they don't stop to they collect dividends from the
You
club.
see dividends where you go collect. No be money where enter you go collect.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but
Exactly.
make I ask Una about the manager now, Ruben Amorim, before we go to transfer. I get this question when they come about transfer from Ogato scene. Before we go touch that transfers and waiting on things they need to change for Manchester United next season if this one better, waiting on they expect during the summer. Make I ask Una about the manager Ruben Amorim. How Una see Ruben Amorim tactics as Manchester United fan? Una like him, Una think say they work with what Una see so far this season.
We are just playing.
Mm.
A team of our stature, of our heritage, would have started person like Amorim since. We are just playing, we are just deceiving ourselves. Life is about adaptation. This one where they do agidi. Angie na highline coach,
Mm.
proactive coach. When he see say with the squad where he get against us, that to score one goal, go pack box. He go pack box from 36 minutes. He no come out again. He win cup. Amorim no one do that one. This is what I will do. This is what I will do. Even in-game management, he show say this man stubborn. Make opponent collect red card. Defender go sit B5. Maybe when game won't finish, if he come on one of them, then go come before on the pitch. And one thing about Premier League is that Premier League is not Portuguese league. People, all these managers, top managers in the world and in the Premier League. If you look at the numbers of coaches now that are top managers in the Premier League, go just the one that say how Everton take they pay this kind of manager, how West Ham they take pay this kind of manager. So they are smart. Then go easily find out, okay, this is what you do. Okay, let us find out this is what this man see what this manager told Pep. He said, make them play that final 10 times. In go they win Pep. If now how that tactics Pep won't play, in go they win. And he knows what he's saying. All this manager then get a technical out, then go check you. All this Premier League man. So if no fit change, Pep use first nine one season. He say they don't catch the scope of first nine. He buy striker. Use normal real striker. You see, say people don't they change you. Now CB, if you use 3 CB, one of them go be fullback. In copy that trend, they use them, they adjust, they do all these things. Amorim then saying stubborn. Even before we sign out, all the people who don't work before say, now waiting one dream go do. You know if you work. If you have started this season with us, we for don't relegate. If not for the 15 points where we don't get before we hire this manager, maybe we for don't the championship now. But I believe they would have sacked him. So this manager, I know if you trust this manager at all. I know if you trust this manager. Because they no go all this overall with them. I don't hear overall for years. How much we get, we want you sign play yourself. We go make difference. No be man. You and I realistically they say it be like say these people no get money to sign them. So who they want sign? We be say even if manager no fit work magic, say players quality fit do magic. Which player we want sign? Now Dogu I go rely on with this manager. It's a long season for us. They are just deceiving themselves. By October, then go sack him. When he no gather the points, then go sack him.
I
Now which
disagree.
I
I
know,
disagree with you.
then go
Okay.
sack
Yeah,
him.
make we get your point, Oga Toby.
I disagree. See, the thing be say we know say Man U has its problem,
Mm.
which is clear. But when we start this show, you never join. You get something where I talk. I say they for don't sack Ten Hag since the fact say we bring in Amorim mid-season is criminal. In fact, you don't already set the man up to fail. You get me? And at this same Amorim, so bear in mind, Liverpool was not just Liverpool and some top clubs, they were after him because you look at what he has done at Sporting, a fantastic job. People will
Eh,
never win trophy in 19 years. He come in and he do see. I know saying a different. I know say it's a
eh.
different
But
ball game
but
entirely.
but but before you go, sorry to cut you short. You know the reason why Liverpool no hire am?
I know
They
why.
say they say it's too stubborn. Now why they no
No,
hire
no
am?
be stubborn. No, no. Now because of their
Wait,
philosophy now.
wait. This guy carry flight. He carry flight. Go West Ham. West Ham no sign am. Then reject am.
I remember that time. I know.
Then reject
No be,
this guy.
they no reject them. Oh. Now you no accept
Then
the job. Oh.
that them now West Ham reject am. Go check am again. Then reject am. Now waiting. Now who we go carry be that. He
No,
enter
see,
mid
you know, say,
season. That one me say me we dey 15.
see, the
Wolf
thing is,
manager when he enter.
wait first. You try and understand something. This is not just normal logic. You see, Man U, our traditional formation system philosophy is a back four. Back four. We play with four defenders. Now,
Mm.
Ratcliffe, Ineos, and whoever was responsible for the negotiation or scouting of Amorim, they suppose no say Man U plays with a back four, and this
Mm.
manager is used to playing with a back three. You get me? And you are
Very
signing him, except maybe the club decide to change its philosophy. Except say man, you say, okay, you know what? It be like say this 3-4-3 system, don't they nine the trend right now. And I see the trend, just few managers who are very good at this 3-4-3 system. Except that one, where we say is a deliberate attempt to change the philosophy. You get me? And now why Amorim come? Because you expect Man U to get another manager that plays with a back four. You get me? But
and now
the
because
point why
Ineos are
make
naive. Now. They are naive.
not really naive. It may be like this. This could be like a change, a future. That's this. This should be like the time, the moment where Man U wants to change entirely. This total overhaul in terms of philosophy, in terms of
Mm.
player recruitment, in terms of ideology and all these things. You get to say it all. So they know say this man they play back three, and bear in mind, Amorim say make the club give him to the end of the season, and they talk say they no feel wait, and that was why he had
You,
to
you,
come.
you know there was a disagreement. Why they sack that other man?
Ten
What's
Hag,
his name? No,
Ten
the
Hag.
man we Ashworth.
Okay, yes,
He never
I know.
wanted this guy. That was why they sacked him.
And
They
at
had a
the report,
disagreement.
but
Now why they,
see,
they
this is no.
see the only person that is experienced in his role now the only Ashworth. What's cause now all these young talents in the always deal with no be his role. The other guy now bicycle guy, no be football guy.
Mhm. Mhm.
So most of the people, these people hire, they are not me. I know they even know all these people before. Now this situation where man you dey make me they read about them, listen to people on spaces, do my own research, and find out that so these people they are truly what they are. People say they are. These
But wait,
emails are stupid people.
see, I
You
cannot
go
be
see.
anybody but blaming Amorim now. I feel like that person is short-sighted because 6 months is barely into the club, like 6 months. He has not
Mm.
done anything. No transfer window. You understand
How
me?
long?
No play.
How long Moyes enter job for Everton?
Moyes now. Moyes is now Premier League manager now, and
Eh,
again
but how long? How long? Don't shift the goalpost. How long?
I know the shit go post to now
Okay,
fact that they talk because
wait.
look
Okay,
at the
wait.
context.
The Wolves manager that came into the job went on 7 games unbeaten run. Now Premier League manager before.
And no be Premier League manager. Now, see, but the thing we say which formation they use, which formation the guy they use, and which formation
That's what we are saying. Your formation might be the reason why you are not good enough to be in this job. I don't care. If you can't win back to back Premier League game in 6 months, you don't deserve to be in job. It's as simple as that. It's a direct something.
I don't agree. No, because Man U, we've had managers that play with the back four over the years, and we've had problem. We don't struggle to the win game back to back.
Okay,
no be manager problem now.
Okay. So if Akpos give me and you 150,000 naira now, say me will go place for this weekend. We know say 150,000 naira. If now beer we go with, our money go last. If you go order NSC, we don't Jones. We go the night. Me and you go buy NSC. The next day, say now of course we go blame. I be then go blame us. Say you guys, you like anything. You like all these beers. Why you no drink beers? I know we say we know they drink beers.
I get, but the context.
Good managers, you and I know this. Good managers, they find a way to win because that's the only way you can keep your job. That's the currency of keeping your job.
No, because if you find a way to always win.
If to say we not get 15 points before he came in and we don't the battle relegation, you think say they no go sack him?
They no go see. It depends on when he come.
Wait. You see luck when get this season. We get to the final of that Europa. So when we were losing game, wait. When we were losing game in the Premier League, those games seems irrelevant to the level of relevance that they are supposed to be. If to say we know data Europa League, when we use some as excuse, okay, we want to focus on Europa League. Maybe that's why we couldn't put all our effort in the Premier League. If that excuse wasn't there, they would have sacked him. And again, if the previous manager or Root didn't gather those points that Root gathered, and we did relegation fights, battle soon, you think say they go leave him for the job and allow us to go relegation?
They go leave him because
they go leave him for us to go relegation.
They go leave him. What him say? I know say man, no matter what, man, you know if you get relegated, no matter what, we know if.
Why are you saying no matter what? Okay, no matter what, will you believe you can get 6 points in 6 months?
Yes, I believe. I knew that was possible because.
So okay,
you know that was the reason.
That form is that not a relegation team form?
In a relegation team form.
Since he get this job, why do you see what I tell you? Since he get this job, we are relegating team form. We are not better than the teams that are relegated.
But is it his fault?
Wait, you know it's not his fault.
No, be fault.
No. I didn't talk about the people before him. You are not getting my point. I'm talking since he came to this job for 6 months. His form and his point, these are factual something. These are not some fiction. Now things we don't happen. Now record we don't do. The point where he gets, the amount of goals he has scored, now relegation team form. If he started the season with this same form, he go don't relegate with this team too.
No, I don't agree.
The reason why we not relegate, you know the reason why we not relegate? You know the reason?
No.
They go don't sack him.
No. See, bro, you always cut me short. Make I flow, make I pass my point.
Go ahead, make you get your point.
See, the thing be say, I said it before. The fact say Ten Hag, they drag Ten Hag. They continue with Ten Hag till they sacked him mid-season. That one was a blunder. You get me? After Ten Hag don't win that FA Cup, they suppose don't sack him because we don't see the cracks. We don't see the cracks and say this team, man, no lie you, was 2 or getting to 3 seasons with Ten Hag don't they? I never see any identity. Man, you don't get any identity at all. No style of play. I never see him. So now just individual brilliance will help us that time. I remember we say we take away some kind cups. Now, if our board they competent, if I don't say bye-bye, Ten Hag, but they allow him. It can't worst. It can't worst when we come they enter the season, middle of the season. Brighton, they knock us. Crystal Palace go knock us. You know all these kind of clubs where we believe say even Ipswich go they go they play or some kind of clubs where we say you feel say man you supposed beat we not supposed beat them. Why? Because Ten Hag was still there. Now, this is where I say competence comes in. If the club sacked Ten Hag that time, they bring in a manager. This new manager will go come in now. Go come say, okay, they go analyze the squad. As of that time, when the season end, the scout or the recruitment teams or those ones in charge, they will do their due diligence, recruit players that are suitable for the club, not entirely how the manager wants to play. Because tomorrow they fit sack Amorim now. If they sack Amorim, the next manager we won't come bring another player. We go play the same
That
way.
one na even another topic on his own because now
Exactly.
player for
Now
him they fine.
Now why I tell my bro Akpos from the beginning of the show that time say man you no get data analysis or data analysis in terms of scouting
Then
players.
just useless.
They no get.
We
They no
don't
get.
scout 1-2 years ago now. Scouts don't give report. Go and sign
Remember
this
they talk
player.
say
This
that one
player
na
is good.
human scout. That one na human scout. Now people. And they talk about data. And they talk about data, no be human. You get me?
And then
Now
get the
we think
data.
right. They no get
Blazers no
now
good.
only they don't get these things. Now why we are still lacking behind because we are still using the traditional way or the traditional means of scouting players. You get me? You go see one scout go stadium, they look this one, they look that one. That one is not enough. Unlike the likes of Brighton, the one where I know well now Brighton and Brentford, those guys get data analysis. They get data
We
analysis.
get all those people, sha. We get now.
We don't get
Bro,
because
it's one thing. It's
because
one
for
thing to. It's one thing to you to get data. Give your data report. It's one to person where go sanction money. May say no.
no, you see, when I mean this data analysis where they talk, I they try talk say when there's a play, if Opta analysis, all this
Mm-hmm.
data mob, all these data
Mm-hmm.
companies, they analyze some key metrics in some players. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Will
Mm-hmm.
tell you maybe like Man U now, we know say we no get striker, we be say Sabi score goals or in terms of
Mm-hmm.
his attacking output. You get me? For instance, Hojlund no get that attacking output. So we feel look at some deficiencies in our attack or some deficiencies in our midfield or across or a goalkeeper. Let me use a goalkeeper for instance. Onana in terms of ball playing. Now your data analysis will help you look out for. There's a way they will run it. They'll be able to look out for that key metrics in terms of ball playing. You get me? In terms of
Mm-hmm.
ball playing, how they can be able to gather this information, they will do it. But man, you don't have this thing. That's why recruitment has been bad over the time. Recruitment has been bad over the years. You get me? So the point I'm trying to make right now is that Ratcliffe now, they made that's the error they did. They should have sacked him when he was supposed to sack him. So Amorim is coming mid-season. What is he supposed to do? He only had was it January transfer window where he was only able to bring in was it Dogu? I think Patrick Dogu. He was only able to bring. So what
But
is he going to do now?
my brother Tobe, sorry about the analytic in-house analytic department and company. For my own research now, this is the Manchester United get them because so we don't talk on the show earlier on before, and I was surprised the club where they as big as Manchester United no get their own in-house analytic
You know,
department. But for waiting that they
okay.
check now, I think they get, but I don't know.
From
Maybe
which
And
date?
we
maybe
Which
get
date
after
now.
be that?
after
Which
The
date?
only, the
For
only,
which
the
date?
only, the only
Which
problem
date
with
be that?
the only problem with the where I feel I agree with Mr. Toby is because before we no get director of football, we then go bring the data to, we go approve them, access it and approve them. Now the problem we will get with that. And two, when you have owners that are fictionless, anything where you bring to them, they no go even focus on them the way they're supposed to focus on them. You don't do your data analysis, you don't give report and everything. It is for them, all these director of football, it is for them to look into it. You present your data to them, you expatiate on it, tell them this is how it works, this is what we are saying, all these metrics that you are talking about, you show them this is why this is the right profile for us, this is that. Then they consider what you are saying, that okay, what you are saying makes sense. They compare, they contrast, and do all of this. But the problem for this club is say now rubbish people just do every department. When those analysts bring them, none of the players wey dey top for Europe now, wey man use scout never scout before, wey we get report on them. So now the problem be that. See the mumu, okay now, see this thing now. Now analysts, now all these data analysts bring them to Ashworth, say this manager is very stubborn. He plays 3 at the back or 5 at the back. This is his style. It doesn't resonate with our culture, with the brand and heritage of this club. See what they do, then fight them, then sack them. So
Because
now the thing we are
Tobe,
doing,
if
but I want me to be
go ahead.
I want me to be tell me a reason why this man should be in job.
Because that are the next question when I be want to ask Ona now. If the club should keep Ruben Amorim, going to next season, or make them let him go, But since you don't already take the question away from my mouth, make we hear from Tobe first. Then Ola will go hear from you on your reason why you think say they need to keep him or let him go.
Okay, so the thing we say, Amorim, the reason we are supposed to keep this man is because is logic. This is logical. He came in November. He came in November, and this is that was mid-season, so you cannot expect any miracle. Even Pep Guardiola, if Pep Guardiola come this club mid-season, he no go progress, he no go succeed. Why? Because
He no go dey 15. He no go dey 15.
one, you look at the structure of the team, the caliber of players, the system. He has a different formation, different ideology. Everything is different. And you look at the caliber of players. These same players that they've had deficiencies. Minus Bruno Fernandes, for instance. Like, see the output of these players. They know sabi run. They know sabi press. They know sabi play this 3-4-3 formation where this manager bring. You get me? Which he employs his wing backs. Wing backs, they know when to press, they know when to defend, they know when to attack. So the point we say, Amorim, I believe him. I believe say if he do wonders for us, because I don't want to compare Man U with Sporting, but you look at the blueprint, similar situations. Even though I know Man U's on this thing, they very very
They
intense.
remind me of Villas-Boas at Chelsea. They remind me of Villas-Boas at Chelsea.
This is Sporting 19 years. 19 years, they never win anything. This man came, he sold 25 players from the first team. He totally changed.
Have you seen data of managers from Portuguese leagues in the last 10-15 years? The winners of Portuguese league in the last 10-15 years. Have you seen the data?
So what's the point you're trying to prove?
No, I don't want to cut you short. I'm just asking. Have you seen the data?
No, I've not seen the data. But my point is, the point I'm trying to say is that this same man, like I told you, I'm not comparing Sporting with Man U, but you look at the way he outclassed Pep Guardiola, in that Champions League, is something, whether anybody wants to reference it or not, is something to give credit to the man. You get what I try to. And again, Man U has a problem. There's a cultural or there's a fundamental issue we be say Man U, we be say that needs to be addressed. And it has to do with, manager power. When I mean manager power, you see Amorim as Amorim day as a day like that. If he can get the backing, I know we don't hear this, he got some kind of phrases, some kind of words where we don't get used to, or we don't use since even before Amorim. But by backing, I mean, one, we are able to get rid of a player like Garnacho. If you see what Garnacho do after the Europa League final, that kind of interview where he make.
He has told him to leave already.
Exactly.
He
So
He
now
don't
the
already
backing,
tell him to go.
you don't
yes,
tell
you
him
don't
to
already
go.
tell them exactly. So now the kind backing where they talk. I know the talk say for the transfer window. Obviously, the club know what they're supposed to do, but backing in terms of getting rid of some attitudinal or some characters of these players. Because see, man, no lie, you. It sounds funny or it looks like
Oga,
it's not
but
even an issue at all.
Oga Tobi, you don't remember. You know, say this manager talks. Say people like you, fans like you, say why you guys believe in them. So because he himself, you don't know what thing they do. Say how people go
No,
believe in them. The way you
we
don't get
believe.
results, he dey
No,
surprised.
no,
Say
no,
people
no.
like
We
you
believe.
believe.
Okay, you know watch the final game against against Aston Villa. I know say Man United off and on. They be like Nepal lights. Maybe say they on. They feel blow hot and cold. But
Yeah, same players
that
who no
match,
good. Now them play the match now.
Naima they talk, but the same
Yeah,
players no good.
players no
Yes,
good.
but at least we try
No,
see the
I don't say
pattern.
the players no good though. For me, the players are good.
No, they are not good though.
They are sure they are not good. The ones we no
Most
good
of them
don't
are
go.
not.
Either go collect MVP.
See, Naima they talk. Say those players.
Another
See,
one go
people
play
always
another final.
no because say
No, I
they
want
know
make you
the
finish. I don't want they cut you, but make it look
they
like saying
only,
a monologue.
they only
I don't want make like be like saying a monologue. That's why they give you all those
see
things.
this.
Yeah,
See,
I
Man
want
U
make
is
you
the
finish
biggest.
before I descend on this manager.
The biggest club in England and one of the biggest in the world. So Amorim talk, they ask him for press conference one time. They say, why is it say players will come out from Man U? If they go elsewhere, they go perform, they go play well, they go win trophies. He said because their time have passed and they are not good enough for the club. It's simple as that. So if you they see player A or player B, they play well for other clubs and they don't perform when they had their time at Man U,
Hmm.
it means they are not good enough. Look at Anthony. Anthony, for instance. Anthony, they ball for Real Betis. But for Man U,
Definitely. I
so
agree
what
with
did
that
they
one
stop?
100%.
So the point where they try and make now be say Amorim, assuming say you don't spend one season, is criminal. It's criminal because one, the players where he meets, where he come, he inherits na Ten Hag players where Ten Hag, you know, that's why I say I blame the board because you are going to sack Ten Hag. Why inject another 200 million for that last summer
That transfer
to buy
window.
players? That transfer window, it no make sense because if you know, say you want bring in another
But
manager,
maybe they
say
can argue that they sign players for the club and not the manager.
it's for the club, truly. But the point we say that's where incompetence comes in because
Yeah, I think
look
they
am.
should have sacked him too.
They
I
should
think
have
they should
sacked
have
Ten Hag
sacked him.
too. And again,
Yes.
even Hojlund, even the scouting department, you go to question them because why would they cough 70 million total package for
You
Hojlund?
know, say that boy
As Hojlund come.
na Ten Hag agency gets that boy.
And I'm
So
like, sure, now
na
I know.
na
But
paddy
Amorim,
contracts. Na
but
paddy
yeah, but
contract.
I feel like I've seen us play. I've seen us have some pattern of play compared to under Ten Hag that I believe if Amorim gets some kind of caliber of players that suit this formation, that suit this style, we'll be able to play very well. You
But
see,
we still won't be proactive.
we
This
will be
formation,
proactive. It depends on
we
it
won't.
depends on it depends on it depends on the profile of these players. Now we have Kunha, now we have Umbuemo. You look at how these players are aggressive. Amorim wants you look at that style. How did he beat Man City in the Champions League? You see his players
Ten
are
Hag
they are
beat them in the final too.
eh,
You know me
that
say
one
you
is
good.
just
You know me say you good.
I know, but you see pattern of play. Like you see pattern of play. Normal man, you dey always turn up. Whether Ten Hag or not Ten Hag, man, you dey always turn up for Man City. No be today. You get me?
Both this
Man,
guy
you
and
always turn up.
Ten Hag, they have one thing in common. They don't respect the midfield. This guy
Midfield.
and Ten Hag, they have one thing in common. They don't respect the midfield.
Why you go
Es-
talk that one?
Especially this one. Especially this one. This one.
How
Now
we know? How we know
this
respect? How we
this
know
one
respect?
is the only guy that is playing five defenders and 2 midfielders on the pitch that are playing
Hey,
three at the back.
na the style now, na the formation now.
One of the
See,
10s,
Alonso.
one of the
Okay,
10s must be a midfielder. Your mic don't
Real
off.
Madrid. Okay, so Real Madrid. Which formation Ancelotti they use? No be 4 at the back, 4-3-3.
Mhm.
Xabi Alonso where they don't higher now. No be 3. Which formation they use?
He can change.
If it change, but the point be say
Mhm.
if a manager, if
It's
you are
not
known,
Amorim. Amorim is the stubborn guy. I will
no,
not
no, no,
change.
no, no, no. See, there's something I want to say now. During Ten Hag, we're like, he should change things, he should change things, he should do this one, he should do that one, which he did. He tweaked, but it did not work out well. So I feel like if you are a manager, you know your craft. I know that if I do this thing, if I do that thing, if I maintain my stand, it can work. Because if you are changing anything, you are only doing that at your own detriment. If like say you suffer yourself, can't they impress the players? Because if they try tweak, if they try abandon your philosophy, they try try impress these players, nothing will work now. It's a short-term thing. It's a short-term thing. But once you stay true to your vision, you stay true to your plan or what you get.
Is there any
If
manager?
it,
Is there any manager that has been in any top club we flop for 6 months terribly, like Amorim has been terrible for us? Because you and I,
uh,
even though you like him, even though you believe in him, you can agree with me he has been terrible. Has that been any
it has not been
manager?
terrible. It is the squad they met. I never, and to answer that your question, I'm not sure. Say no, they've
Wait,
not
wait,
flopped. The answer
wait,
is no.
wait, wait. You never, I never finished that question
Oh yeah, no.
because you believe in him now. That's why I'm asking the question. Has there been any manager in history of football, or in recent times, maybe 10, a decade ago, or even 2 decades ago, we don't come big club, we know we suffer, we get relegation form, we suppose go relegation. The way this guy supposed to carry us go relegation. Wait the next season, come make up, change the way they play. Is there any manager like that?
No, for big club, no. For big club,
That
I never see.
and I'm glad you are honest. You know the stammer. You answered that correctly the way you should have, as an honest person. You see this manager, there is no turnaround that is going to happen with him. Wait,
I disagree.
bro, wait. You see, I'm still playing active football. You see, one thing about football is that because it doesn't work here, doesn't make you a bad man. Because it doesn't work here for you as a manager, it doesn't mean you are a bad manager or you know sabi coaching job. The simple thing is just that maybe you are there at the wrong time, or maybe you are not the right manager for them,
For that club.
for that club. Whether we like it or not, we are not going to sign 10 players for this guy this summer.
It's not possible now. We can't
No,
sign time.
no, no, no club in the world. They give managers everything they want. Say, oh, you want 5 players. Oh, you need a right back. Oh, you need a left back. Oh, you need a
It's
striker.
impossible. Oh.
Nobody
Nottingham
with them.
Forest. Nottingham Forest do amo. Nottingham Forest do amo.
Bro, not that Forest. The manager, they sign from relegation. They are not big
But
club.
they shall sign. My point is they shall sign. They shall sign almost 11 players.
No be the manager they sign for. Then change players because they are coming from relegation and they want to level up. And at the end of the day, now 17 still in their papa head. So no big club in the world they say, oh, we don't sign this manager now. We go sign 6 players for you or 7 players for you.
Chelsea do amo. Chelsea too do amo.
Chelsea sell all the players. No be the manager demand for those players we then sign.
I know.
That is for the club. The conversation we are having now is like saying, oh, Amorim doesn't have player that suit his style. It's different from clubs. It's different from clubs saying we don't have players we supposed to be at this club. Whether we like it or not, The players where they now, where we think say they're no good, 70% of them go still there. So how are you going to navigate your way into winning with these players that you are saying they don't fit your style?
See,
All the
to be
managers,
honest,
all the managers of this world, it is all about adaptation. It is
no be
all
adapt.
about
See, no, not
adaptation.
adaptation. You don't adapt. See, Shabi, let me surprise you. You see Alonso, Shabi Alonso with Real Madrid now. When he
Mm.
came to Bayern Leverkusen, do you know where they were on the table, on the league table? They were close to relegation.
I don't know,
They were
but
they were
and by
close.
the way, they
You
they
can check.
they were they were never big club on the level of United or
No,
Bayern
no, no.
or Madrid.
I'm not using.
The
I'm not see
expectations are
context.
different.
Wait
The
first now.
expectations are
I'm trying to
different.
tell. I know the expectations are different, but
Hmm.
hear me out. I'm trying to tell you that you talked about adaptation, and I'm trying to tell you that as a good manager, you cannot always adapt. You cannot always adapt to your players. Your players must adapt to your system. Your players
And
must adapt.
you don't have to do that 38 over 38. If you don't
Mm.
get points is your currency. If you don't get the points, you lose your job. That job that you
I,
love so much. You
but
see,
it is
people that
true.
don't know how to
I
win
get
election,
you.
they don't govern. People
See,
that don't know how to win election, they don't govern.
your argument is valid when this man has spent a season. You get me? Or during the course of a season. This is when
I'm
your
telling
argument
you,
will be
I'm
valid.
telling you, you see what you see one thing. Ten Hag, Ten Hag for season. I gave it to him.
Mm.
I was mad the way he treated Ronaldo, the way he talks about some players. I was mad. But then he had the currency. He was winning games. It was not sweet. It was not fun, but he was winning games. So I couldn't say too much about him. And I was like, okay, maybe the second season will be better. And immediately we started the second season. I said, this is not the guy for us.
Mm.
Nothing's going to change overnight. Nothing is going to change overnight. In big clubs, they sack manager before changes happen. That manager is not going to change something overnight. They sack you. Except clubs where they don't have visions, we don't dream of big things. This manager is not going to turn things around and started winning Premier League games back to back next season. It's not going to happen.
Mm.
This life, we are going to come back to it and talk about it. August is not far away. This guy will be gone by October or November. He's not going to win with magic. It's not going to happen.
I don't agree.
You will see. People that
Okay.
time,
Organic, I agree too.
what people are saying that time say
I bet
give,
I agree with you. So I want make this guy the less sure that other guy they speak many English. And then any English they there they speak. Be like
they
saying that
they
today
Now
man
your
they don't
guy,
say
now
that
your
na today
guy.
they watch. Or
then
if he say
then
that today when we they watch football. Now that my
then,
guy I be I'll
then
lecture
give
him about football
Yeah, yeah,
today.
yeah, now
then
your guy.
then
He go
give then
let
give
work, he go let work. After I finish from this life, he go back, go carry
when
pen and biro, come write about football.
when they talk
Organic, don't
about
start.
when they talk about the Ten Hag that time, what people are telling me was that you need to give him time. You need to give him time. I said time will not change nothing for this manager. Time will is obvious. You are not the right guy. You might be the right guy for other club. For this club, boo, you are not the right guy.
Go and look elsewhere. Pack your load
It
and get the
it
fuck
it,
out of our club.
100% might not be your fault, but whether you like it or not, this is your reality.
Face
If you
it.
know you can't, if you know you can't make it work, you walk out. You walk away from it. And
Stop
this guy
telling me
is a
to give you my
manipulator.
your players.
This guy now manipulator. He they talk truth to manipulate people. I just they laugh when fans are saying, "Hey, he even know, he even knows this. He's saying the truth. Say all the truth he's saying is to manipulate people. He don't talk for the this thing now for the final game. Say good times are here. Only to go to the dressing room and say we are still going to suffer more.
I don't fully agree.
Okay.
Only to say we are still going to suffer more. I've asked you questions today. I say, how many big teams of United stature Don't don't give manager wait 6 months, in get 6 points, leave am for the job, can't change things for them. It
Wait,
never
see,
happen.
see, wait. Let me still break it down. Man U is not what it used to be. Do you know how much they used in do you know how much they paid in sacking Dan Ashworth?
They don't have
You
choice.
get me? Wait, I know they don't have chill. I know they don't have choice. They've sacked. That is an extra cost on the club. They sacked Eric Ten
True.
Hag when they should have sacked him earlier. You remember when Ten Hag won the
And
FA Cup?
they
They
are about
renewed
to
his
make another
contract.
mistake now. They are about to make another mistake now.
When Ten Hag won the FA Cup, they renewed his contract.
Mm.
You remember?
They extend 1 year.
Exactly. They
Mm.
so the point I'm trying to make is they later sacked him. So these are extra costs on the club, and
Um,
which is on one side. Now you look at hiring Amorim right now, and you say you've entered six matches into the season, and he has not won back to back. It's madness if the
it's
club
not
decides
back
to
to
sack
back.
him.
It will be terrible. They will sack him.
They no fit sack him because in
They are
reality, it's not
see,
possible. It's not possible in
they
reality.
are,
Okay, okay.
they are about to
Oh
make
yeah,
another
bros,
mistake.
let me
They are
talk.
about to make another mistake. This mistake
You
they
know,
made
I
with
told
Ten
you
Hag,
that.
keeping
You
him in
know,
job, they've made it already.
I to, I told you something that I'm going to tell you how football works before I get to Man United. Now, my brother here has been trying to like educate you, but you still be arguing because why? You know the reason why you are a Man United fan, you haven't won. Let me tell you, psychologically, you are a Man United fan, you haven't won Premier League for the past 13 years, going to 12 years, 13 years we are heading to, and the club has been so small. So you've seen yourself as a small club, forgetting that Man United is a brand. And the only thing that can keep us floating is getting points and putting us in the right position. Now, let me tell you first of all, what puts us in this place is because after Mourinho, we decided to go for inexperienced managers. Inexperienced managers. Social inexperience. Tehag inexperience. Now you've gotten the worst inexperienced manager of all of them all, Ruben Amorim. Let me put it to you now. First of all, everybody uses Arsenal. The reason why this is where Man United learns this from, the first thing they will say, they gave Arteta time. And when they gave Arteta time, Arteta produced a good team today that is challenging for every top level. So Man United needed to give every inexperienced coach 5 years for him to build his own team. Now, let me tell you something. That is why Arsenal is a small club in our eyes because big teams doesn't give coaches 5 years to build team. Let me put it to you now. First, when Madrid got Galacticos, when they were getting rid of Galacticos, it took them 3 seasons to 4 seasons to get rid of Galacticos. They won their first La Liga at 2013. After the La Liga season, the next season, Mourinho was in second position. They sacked Mourinho to bring in Ancelotti, who gave them Champions League. That is a coach. In between 2009 to 2012, 2011, 2012, they brought it 2010, which is the ending of 2010. They brought in Mourinho. They sacked few managers, and some of the managers were Ramos. I think they sacked another manager before bringing Mourinho. Now, within 2 seasons, this coach let go of a manager. Let me say one, because that is a big team. A big team do not want you to come and tell them that, oh, I have my style of play. And in my style of play, this your footballers you have do not still suit my style of play. So, and you have to sign me players to suit my style of play. They don't do that in big teams. Now move to the next option, the next position I want to tell you now. Remove Madrid. We've seen them all these years. After Mourinho, they brought in Lopetegui. After Lopetegui, they brought in Rafa Benitez. After Rafa Benitez, they went ahead and they brought in Zidane. Zidane did his work for straight 3 seasons. They brought in another manager. The manager could not do it. They let go of the manager. Brought him Zidane again at the half of the season. Zidane came in, won a La Liga for them, and Zidane resigned before they brought in Ancelotti. Ancelotti took second, compete for every trophy this season except Champions League. Went to 2 finals with Madrid. They still sack him. That is a big thing. That is a big thing. Now, let me tell you where this manager will fail from. To start with, let me tell you now. He treats the club like a big team in the market, which is on paper, Man United is a big team. But on the field, Man United is so small and you guys cannot see it. Let me make the first point to you. Now, I've used Madrid. I'll come back to Barcelona and I'll come back to Inter Milan. I'll come back to Napoli. I'll come back to Evo AC Milan, which are in
Okay.
8th position presently. They are sacking their coach. They are in 8th position presently. The coach took over mid-season. They are still sacking the coach at 8th position. They did not come and tell the coach that don't worry, we'll sign players for you the next season. The coach is as young. The coach is as young as your coach Ruben Amorim. But the difference between them sacking their coach and Ruben Amorim is because they see themselves as a big team. They don't need excuses. If you give a company, if you give a manager that manages company, and the manager that tell you that they start giving you excuse in the expense of your investment, that manager is not serious. Now, let me tell you. Today you are signing Cunha. You're bringing Cunha and you're bringing Umbuemo. You're bringing Cunha and Umbuemo and you're bringing Dilap. These are the team you want to start building for. Cunha is how many years? Is 23, between 23, 26 years.
No, it's
Umbuemo is between
25.
23, 20. I said between 23,
Okay,
26
between.
years.
Okay.
Yes. Umbuemo is the same as between 23, 27 years. Dilap is 21 years. Now, you come into the team. The only senior players you have there, which is Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro, as of next season, because the likes of including the Maguire, the likes of what's his name, all the
Hello.
Merrickson, Lindelof, all of them they are leaving. Now on your attacking position today, now you have players who have not been able to test first success. They've not tested success. They don't know what success is all about. That experience we can't when it comes to crucial stage. First. Secondly, look into your midfield today. Into your midfield presently, you have a Casemiro who his leg is getting tired because presently, if you sell Casemiro, you go and get a midfielder of that magnitude. We've not been able to trust Meno because he hasn't been able to utilize Meno very well. We've not been able to trust Kola because he's injured. We've not been able to trust Ugarte because Ugarte is bad on the ball. He's good off the ball, but he's bad on the ball. Now, the business you're doing right now leads to this man's failure. If you want to build this team to his taste, where I said he is a failed manager for, Barcelona went with Xavi. Xavi got the first season and moved them into Champions League, got into Europa League, lost to Man United. At the end of the season, the first player, this same Xavi, brought in Ferran Torres from Man City, who has tested success. But he didn't trust him enough. He went ahead and he brought in a 31-year-old Lewandowski into his team. Inside that team, he tried to manage it, left Busquets on the team, used Busquets to win La Liga with Lewandowski. Busquets has already crossed 30, heading for 33, when he begged Busquets to stay 1 season in the team. He used him and Lewandowski to win La Liga for 65 million euro over 31-year attacker. Now he uses him to win La Liga. Now, look at the players he brought in. On that season, he was able to bring in Lami Yama from the youth team. He was able to bring in Femi Lopez from the youth team. He was able to bring in Kubasi from the youth team. He was able to ensure that Bade go into the team fully. Now, while he was balancing this team, he was able to make sure that he can be able to contain the fitness of the young so that he can be able to pursue, he can be able to balance the football in the game. He went ahead and he brought in Kunde to attach to the defense. There were players in that Barcelona team. I think Martinez presently is over 36 years.
Organic, your English not too plenty. Now I got to make you dey speak plenty grammar today.
So these things when I dey explain give you now. So they see how teams they build their team. They know they go inside the market and try throwing money around, trying to impress people. No, they don't do that. Now let's move now to where the coach is getting it wrong. You're telling us that we signed you, that will suffer and better days ahead. You don't know what you're saying as a coach. In a club like Manchester United, you left us in 15th position and you say next season better days are ahead. The same next season that Liverpool has already signed the best right back, one of the best right back of the season. They've already signed one of the best attacking midfielder of the season. The same at January, Man City has already put in 200 million. Arsenal is going for Zubimendi, and they are going for an attacker. I'm coming, bro. So I tell you now, this is the reason why you will fail because in Portugal you only have Benfica, and Porto who can be able to pull off not even 100 million euro. The highest they will go 100 million euro to rebuild. But in Premier League, up to Aston Villa can pull off 100 million. Up to Nottingham Forest, even the teams that are coming from relegation, they will put 60, they will put 70 million euro. So you don't come with those philosophy into Premier League because you leave a huge club of that magnitude into disaster, just like what Tehag did. Give Tehag time, give Tehag time, 600 million don't go. We don't need debt. We don't know where to put Onana. We don't know where to put Onana. We don't know where to put Hojlund. We don't know where to put Antonio. We don't know where to put what's his name, Ugati. These are huge signings. I'm calling. Just these players are called now. They're over 200 million. Onana 50 million. Hojlund 75 million. Ugati 50 million. What's his name again? Antonio 86 million. Let's
Euro
give him
60.
time. Let's give him time. No, Euro, they see they produce themselves. I'm talking about the players now that this manager no fee use.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot do with what we have here, bring what you have with these players. When you bring it out, then we can be able to tell you that okay, this now say be. Let me make this clear to you.
You know they show
Gilmore,
any green light. You know they
Gilmore
see
that
anything.
won Serie A when he wins Serie A with Napoli today is a mid-table player in Premier League. Scott McTominay, when he carried the MVP player of Serie A today, is once a player we hated in Man United. That is what you guys do. All Man United players are not good enough. They are average players. But when they go to another team, they produce results. It's because your managers are not good. They don't know the strength of the players. They don't know
They
the
don't bring
strength
the
of the
best out
players.
of them. They
They
don't
don't know they
improve
don't
them.
know how to use the players. They don't know how to utilize the players. They just all they believe is that where they are coming from, those players they made use of suit their style of play. So for that reason, they must bring in those kind of players for them. Do not forget, one of the problem we are having today, social added to it. When Mourinho came to Man United, as stubborn as Mourinho did not let a lot of players leave, apart from Domian. The best years of Lingard was under Mourinho and what's his name? And Solskjaer. Now, what did Mourinho did? He went ahead and brought a 31 years old attacker to come and help his team as free transfer. Lewandowski, come help all these small boys for the attack. He went ahead and he brought in a defender, Eric Bailey. He went ahead and he brought in a number 10, Mkhitaryan. The only expensive signing of that season was Pogba. And he took that team to win Europa League for
And I
us.
remember
Go
season
check
finish.
the lineup when
No
he
be
beat
15.
Ajax. Go check the team when he beat Ajax. And it wasn't a 15. Mourinho only sacrificed the last two matches of the season after semi-final when he knew that, okay, I can plan. Because, not forget, say the final, Luke Shaw was under crushes.
I
Bailey
almost saw
was
the
red
bench now.
carded.
I almost saw the
Bailey
bench.
was red carded. Valencia ne play two. Domian ne play three. Dele Blink ne play central with Smalling ne play central that day. When you go into the midfield, it was Fellaini, Herrera, and Pogba on the midfield. On that game, he played Rashford as top 9, and he played, what's his name?
Mkhitaryan did there.
Mkhitaryan as a winger and Lingard on that game. These players are not, none of them are prolific attacker, but won the game. Your Mumu coach, when you say let's give him time, your Mumu coach, let's give him the time, waited till 70 minutes to make an attacking changes. When you saw that Tottenham was exhausted, Tottenham now will get benched. Instead of throwing more attacking players into the game,
He still
throwing
carry
more
that lot.
attacking players into the
He
game,
still
he
carry
started
defender
changing.
put.
He started changing defender for defender. You see, make I trust that coach, my oga.
You know,
See,
Now
wait
or,
first,
sentiment
or,
they
wait,
do
wait.
you.
organic,
Wait first. It's
organic,
not sentiment. This is
organic.
not
You know what you
Now
sentiment.
funny?
Wait
sentiment
first.
they do you. What did they do you
This is
now?
not
Now say you know the
sentiment.
question when you ask me
Because
online.
Uh,
Your question
you
you
see,
ask me online now, I say they
you
judge you. You say how
organic.
many
no,
managers can we continue to sack? That was the question you
see,
asked me.
yes, I said so. I said so. Let
Eh.
me sorry, bro, sorry, before you continue.
Go
This
ahead,
is
go ahead.
pure logic. This is logic. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying?
But your
No
logic are
logic is
You
flawed.
nothing.
see Man City. See Man City. Man City signed Pep Guardiola. They signed Pep Guardiola year 2016. And
Mm-hmm.
when this man take win the first title, it
Next
took
year,
him
the
it took
following
him
year.
1 year, 7 years,
Uh,
the following year, exactly.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
for your information,
Mm-hmm.
that period where they
Mm-hmm.
say 2016 down to before they won their first title, their owner or the board, they get some kind of doubts whether the man will last or not. But what did they do? They stuck with Pep Guardiola and they stuck with his vision. And
Because
now, if
he
you look
was
at it,
producing result. He was
Okay,
producing
it was
result.
make I ask
I know
you. Oh yeah, make I
it
ask
was
you this
producing.
word what you want to talk. So make I first of
You
all
say it was
correct you.
producing result. Was Amorim
Mm-hmm.
not producing result at Sporting?
With which
As we
result?
dey
With
bring the points they come,
organic,
we go dey
organic.
correct
Uh,
you. As we dey bring the points come, we dey correct you. The
which result
Guardiola,
Amorim bring?
Amorim they produce result for Sporting for Portugal.
where Guardiola
We
produced
dey
for
talk
Man
man
City,
you,
what we
you dey
see now,
talk
it took
Sporting.
them to Champions League
No, I
that
say
season.
wait first, wait. You say Pep Guardiola they produce result. Shey you they refer to Baka Abina Man City.
For
For
Man
Man City,
City,
when it
he
came to
beat
Man
you,
And
City,
then
Man
they
City.
talk now say before that first period when he
That
came,
first
when he
season,
was
first year
the
he
he
first
was in
finished
season
top
third
was
four.
position. He was in third position.
Uh-huh.
but it got to a point performances were not going
Go and
as
check the
planned now.
points he had. Go and check the points he had. First of all, let me correct you for that first. Let me correct you first.
The
Before
start was
2016,
slow. They started
no,
slow.
I'm
Yes, they
coming.
finished it. You
Wait.
they miss
Before
my point. You
Make,
they
2016,
miss
make,
my
make, make,
point.
make, make we dey allow each other talk so that the thing go
no,
they go, the
more
show
they
go they go
correct him.
smoothly.
More they correct this thing first. Before 2016, Man City won 2012 Premier League and won 2014
25 BT
Premier
they
League.
laugh.
You dey hear? Within 4 years, Man City don't win two Premier League, and within that 4 years, Man City does sack two coaches, Roberto Mancini and Pellegrini.
Now so now
The only
sacking of manager
reason,
is peculiar to big
they
teams.
gave you the your Oga, when your network not get problem, come back. Oh, you the year. Oh. Within
Yeah,
four
you go
years, they
ahead.
don't sack two coaches first. They don't negotiate with them. First, they don't remove two coaches. Now, the only reason why they respected Guardiola for the first season, because Guardiola was producing results. Guardiola did not leave them out of the Champions League, which would be one of their deals. yes, you want us to rebuild with you, but make sure Champions League football was
Of course, you
okay.
need some
The
currency to
man
give to
fought
the
that
owners.
season with who they played Thierry for Man City that season.
All
Deaf.
those Sabaleta and co. Players will not
Not
be
be
in
able.
player.
I said deaf. Now you say play that
Maybe and
season.
And
Delph.
But remember,
yeah,
You know when you
Bravo, their goalkeeper get issues that time. You know, say Bravo get one kind, he was
and
inconsistent.
now he changed
he
them
That
the
made them
drive
following
change him.
season.
Now
now
they
where we say
talk,
they tell
say,
you say now where we say they tell you now say trusting a manager that is an inexperienced manager, you shooting your leg on the foot because why? When Man City drive your heart and brought in Bravo from Barcelona, Bravo failed. The next season, Man City went ahead and signed this their goalkeeper given now.
And
Anderson,
that's
Anderson.
Can you sign a
wait,
goalkeeper to replace
wait first.
Onana? You not go sign that. You go want sell Onana first, Abi.
Wait, so with this your argument now, they try tell me say Man City no go through any rough patch.
There is no rough patch. Their rough
The
patches was
rush
in
part where
Champions
they
League.
go through, make I
Not
explain
winning
and give
Champions
you.
League.
Ma tell you, ma explain and give
Not
you. You
winning
see,
Champions League is their rough patch.
ma tell you this your rough part where you want to talk now.
Ah,
So
rough
you know
patch
when
of
be
six
like rich
points in
man, you
6
know when they
months.
say rich man broke, when they say rich man broke, but the rich man now he still the shop stew rice for us, but just that say he not get assaulted, he not get all the old things when he dey inside before. Maybe the Man City
mm.
rough part. This your own brokenness on a Gary you dey soak. Now 16th, 15th you dey. See, I dey shame when una they tell me say make me Man United. Me Man United wait for 4 seasons for one inexperienced manager.
Manager gets six
See,
points in 6 months. You
my
say the
brother,
get results.
my brother. The day Man
Manager get
United go
relegation
sign,
form.
my brother, you dey hear me? The day Man United go sign, man name the coaches give you Allegri, Anthony Conte, Gasparini. You dey hear
Allegri,
me?
you mentioned
I dey
Allegri.
hear
Ah, no,
you.
no, no. No.
Marcelino Allegri. Let me dey tell you now. If you bring me Marcelino
Why was he
Allegri,
sacked?
eh,
Why was he
this
sacked? Why was
season,
he sacked?
it wasn't
All
sacked.
managers
Oh,
get sacked now.
see, it wasn't sacked. To make you hear now. Go and check it. The first time he resigned, Barcelona, Juventus beg and come back. Why did he resign? He told Juventus never to sell Pjanic to Barcelona and never to sell Joao Cancelo to Man City. But these people needed the money because what came out of them from for Ronaldo's deal was heavy. So they needed those two money. So he resigned because he knew the storm was coming. They went and begged him to return back when they tried them Sari and them Pello, the same inexperienced coach, Pello, when go give you words of motivation for press conference, go inside feed, go coach rubbish. They brought him back. This guy took back Juventus to Champions League after losing 10 points. If you add that 10 points when he lose last season, he should be competing for the league. Those never be coach. In the harsh moments, they go manage and they go squeeze results come outside for you. And it is result that buy you time as a club. It is result, just like we see this guy tell you, don't tell you before. It is your points that buy you time in a club. Imagine Man United qualify for Europa League this next season. Don't go leave Champions League. We go get small money to spend. Every Europa League match when we dey play, we go they get money from inside. We'll make money from stadium, ticket
Yes,
sales. We go
but
make money from inside.
wait,
Now
so
you can't come now and say now. So the mark complete what I want to tell you. The day they bring in those coaches, across today, here, I will
Mm.
bet 1 million naira with you. Man United will never go beyond sixth or seventh position.
with this man,
What I say
At
with
12 we go there.
Marcelino
At
Allegri,
12.
which man this idiot when he there the four fine boy they wear skinny jeans. So now skinny jeans they take the coach club. Skinny jeans and
This guy
slippers.
now 12 organic. This guy now 12 being capacity. This
wait,
A
this
wait,
coach
wait.
that a
There's
coach.
something.
Oga,
There's
See,
something I
see,
want to.
see. Oh
I
yeah,
fit show you person
explain, come.
screenshot.
More
Wait,
name
I
on
fit
the
show
wait,
class,
you.
there,
see why not
wait,
improve.
I fit show you
wait. First,
person
there's
screenshot.
there's something. Wait, there's something that is shocking. Like the thing where they surprise me. Be see, You they compare, you they compare Man U in this context now. They compare Man U with other clubs, with Barcelona, with
Wait,
this one, with that one,
what's
with
the difference
Galactico, with this
between
one.
Man United
They
and Juventus?
they do
Why they
see
remove
the
money?
difference
Why they
between
remove 10
no,
points? Why they remove points
where
for
they come
Juventus? Not
now.
because of salary.
No, no, as in you didn't compare Man U with Barcelona, with Real Madrid, Galactico. This Man U where you see so no be the same Man U of old. You get me?
Um,
Performance, the club status,
But the,
everything don't drop. So
okay,
Madrid is on another level. So we
but
know
the
that
same Man
of Real
U, but the
Madrid.
same Man U go
So
fit cover 600 million in series season.
na
mhm.
normal thing now. Na normal
Why
thing
it be
now.
normal
Club
thing? How many
Why be
clubs they
normal?
spend
It
three
not be the
six
same
hundred
level, but
million
they
in
go
three
fit bring the
seasons?
money come outside.
That's why they talk say club issues, internal club issues,
You
problems
think say
dey.
Barca no
No be
get
on the
My
manager.
brother,
financial
leave
crisis?
Eh,
internal club
see,
issues from this
wait
matter.
first
The
now.
problem with
I
Man
dey come.
United is employing inexperienced coaches. That is where they are shooting
It's
their
not
leg on the toe.
inexperienced. I don't agree. Okay, what you go talk of
Which
club? Club we
experience
come
in there?
Liverpool. Wait, club we come Liverpool, come win
Mhm,
trophy. Because say you win trophy,
mhm.
you know go say na inexperience.
Who be
Klopp is an
that?
inexperienced manager. If you are to judge
He
by that
don't play
one,
Which club?
Champions League final, bro. He
Shey
don't
Ten
Which
Hag
of the
never
club
play.
you they talk
You say
about?
Ten Hag is inexperienced. Shey Ten Hag never play. He never reached semi-final Champions League before,
When
which
you
and
reach
you dey
which
call am
semi-final, how
team?
Juventus
inexperienced.
still beat them?
Which
How
team?
Juventus still beat them? And not be
No, I know they
Juventus.
talk.
How these people take remove her? Who remove herself for that season? Who remove her for?
Na shey na
My confirmer.
don't forget. I been na thought shey na Tottenham. I don't abi
Now
No
Tottenham
worry.
remove
More
her.
they
Now
talk. I
Tottenham he
go
go
pull am up.
lose. No be
na
Tottenham
Tottenham
he go
abi.
lose to. Tottenham when no sign one player that season they beat her for semi-final. That is where
Na Tottenham
inexperience
now.
come from. Forget say he beat
No, no
Tottenham
being
for home.
experienced. No
He's
being experienced. Where they get
inexperienced.
them wrong.
It is inexperience. How will you beat a team in your home? In their home, they now came to your
Now
to your
Tottenham beat
home.
them.
You
Eh,
cannot
na Tottenham
manage the game.
exactly.
Do you know the reason why he cannot manage the game? Because he's an inexperienced coach.
No, it's football. Football,
Carry
anything
Hey,
bunch
can
of
wait,
happen.
Lucas.
inexperienced
Lucas
players.
Moura scored that trick.
Yes, now carry bunch of inexperienced players. This person don't score 2 goals against you, don't score 1 goal against you. You were still playing attacking football, attacking football, attacking football. Let's please the world. Let's show the world we can be able to inexperience.
It's food no inexperience. I don't agree with that. Okay, as Arsenal take Comore Real Madrid this season, she na inexperience.
At Real Madrid, now this person said this season, we go to tell you the one by one. Anyone you break up will tell you. Now this person said this season, Perez next said this season.
How you
Perez
take start the
showed this.
season?
Yes, Perez knew that.
Perez no give Ancelotti what he want now. Remember I
See,
said that they
Perez
want
knew
Euro that
that.
time.
Perez, let me tell you, Perez, first of all, Perez are great politician. If this guy was ready to leave Leverkusen last season, Ancelotti wouldn't have coached this season. Now, he knew that if Ancelotti produced result this season, it would be difficult to let go of him. He was tired. He needed Alonso. So what did he do? He traded Madrid season for him for the game.
Never.
First
I
of all,
don't believe that.
let me count it for you. Madrid had an opportunity to bring in Lenny Euro into their defensive line. As a coach, as a football president, they could not assess players like we know Mendy is an injury pro player. We know Militao has now become an injury pro player. We know Alaba has been out of the season from
Yes.
going to 2 years. The only player that was consistent for them, who is
Rudiger.
Nacho, Rudiger is yes, he's fully there. Who was assisting in the defense? You weren't seeing those things. Nacho left the club. Perez Allah let Nacho go. And now, the only player when he constantly fitting into that place was Cavajan. Cavajan could get injury because he was the one still playing central defense for him last season. Cavajan could get injury. Now you had the whole of August for you to make signings into that place. Secondly, there was no replacement for Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos was the dictator of the midfield after Casemiro left. All the Schwamini and the Cavaniga na power that they do. When it comes to ball, decider for the midfield was Toni Kroos. Now, Toni Kroos left. You decided to make Valverde the replacement of Toni Kroos in the midfield. You play your first El Clasico, you lost. You knew that you do not have defenders. You went into January market. You knew that it was so bad that Militao will not return. You knew that you cannot trust Alaba that was just coming from injury. You knew you were only having just only one central defender all season, which was Rodiger. You went into January market. You decided not to sign defender. You
It's
trade
football
your
now.
season. You yeah,
No,
so
I
no,
don't agree
so
because it happened
you
to Man U too. You know, say the same thing happened to Man U. My bro, of course, you know, say I talk about that time we were supposed
Mm.
we look sure get injury. We sign you
Yeah.
Rogilion.
Rogelion
Rogilion.
from
Yeah, the
Tottenham.
guy from exactly. So our owner they know say Luxor is injury prone. Say he no go dey available. You get me? So why you can't allow this guy come out when you know say player is unavailable? So sometimes it's more like an uncalculated risks where these guys they take. You get me? And maybe based on the advice of their medical team or whoever, go tell them say, okay, this person if he come, you get me? If he play, if he come back so and so time, and truly the person go come that time where they give. But you go see say as they play, you know go take time, you go enjoy again. You get what I talk. You go now so football just dey like football is just like that. It's a natural. And you mentioned Lenny Euro Madrid. Real Madrid were not willing to meet 50 million where these people in former club bring. They were not willing
Mm.
to meet out
But,
meet
but
the
so,
demand.
sorry, my brother, might just put small Maggie. The same 50 million. They don't pay him for the Oisin now. Where Ancelotti,
You see,
where what's his name? When
exactly.
Alonso don't come.
You know, and
Go
again,
ahead.
Euro he get 1 year left. He get 1 year left to his contract because Madrid they think say they get
Mm.
sense because now what they always do if they see say player get 1 year left in his contract in their contract, they go wait till the player becomes a free agent. They do it
Mm.
for Mbappe, they do it for um,
Rudiger,
um Rudiger, they do it for this
mm.
guy Trent
Trent
Arnold.
now. Mm.
They won't do am for Lenny Euro, but the difference be say why e no work for Euro because ordinarily Euro suppose don go Real Madrid. E even talk am say he's ready to wait
Mm.
because Madrid is a dream club for anybody. But because say Man U dey in desperate need, and again we
Mm.
convince the player, Rio Ferdinand even play a part in his signature. You get me? So now why Euro con dey
And also
Euros
the most important thing is that Lille they need that money.
they
Yes,
need
they
am
needed to sell.
exactly.
They need that.
They
They
don't
were
tell
the,
him say we sell
yeah
you to the highest bidder.
yeah they were the one
Yes,
begging him say imagine us losing this money
they
after
go
everything we
carry
don't do for
mama
you.
come, they carry
exactly.
So
mama come
now
and
them they
join.
can
The
fast
mama
the
come
guy.
beg am join.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because the
now them
guy
they can fast him.
won't stay, he won't run down in contract, he won't go
Yeah.
Madrid
So
for
you
free.
okay, so now you see the reason why Madrid lost 4 times to Barcelona this season. And you saw the
I
reason why
get
they
you.
lost to Arsenal home and away.
See,
It was a
see,
bad business from the club, not from
yeah,
the coach.
that is where
Believe me honestly,
that's
let me tell
that's
you
the price.
something. If you give Ancelotti this Man United team, you see this Man United team when he does. If you give Ancelotti, he'll carry you go Champions League. You know why?
Na
Eh?
lie. You know, she
He
mid
go carry
season,
you go
na lie.
Why
Champions League.
why
So
you
okay,
they talk say na lie?
make I tell you one thing.
How
Make I tell
many
you one
points?
thing.
Organic, I beg. Make I ask him this question. How many points are we away from top four when we sack Ten Hag?
Man U was still on. I think we're
We were
still in
just
14th
4 or 7
place.
points
We were
away.
14th. I know.
We were 4 or 7 points away.
So let me tell you, 4 points or
But
8 points from first position. You brought in an inexperienced coach
but
where they
injury
wear
came
gold
in.
for
Oh.
neck.
Don't forget to
Who get
Not be
injured?
the same injury Madrid
Martinez
get
injured
their
now.
second position.
Everybody no get. Other teams
Ah,
no get for England. Other
see
teams
the
no
point
get.
see when I know they make me flow to pass my points. The
You
thing
see,
where I dey
your
try
point
talk be
have
say
flowed. I've
This
told
your
you.
point
I've
now,
told you.
Amori
no.
points. This
You
your
see
point
you see
now,
one thing.
Amori
You
points.
see one thing. You see
Amori
one
not pin you
thing.
for neck.
This is six months.
Amori hold you for
I know
neck
say
like this.
wait, I know say Man U is a big club. Yes, we're a big
See.
club. But with the problem with us now, see, this your mentality. Now so it's supposed to be. Now so all of us supposed to be. We be say if coach no perform, you sack him. But this same circle don't they happen over time,
And
over time.
no be this
And now,
manager. You see
wait
why
first now, I dey come. Why I say this manager they different? Because one, he came mid-season. This one is on the board. This mistake, so he dey on the
no be
Glazers
say make you
because
can't get 15 points
no
or
be
10
there's nothing he
points.
can do about. See, there's
You
absolutely
can't
Oh yeah,
get
nothing
man,
10.
he
ask you
can
one
do.
question, bros. Bros,
Okay,
make I ask you one
you
question.
know if you
This
beat
manage where you they say
Wolves.
come mid season now. I want to ask you one question today. This coach as a coach not carry data analyze our team, analyze the team before I accept the job.
Hmm.
Of course, there's nobody that you will see a job like this, you will not accept it. You accept it now,
So
regardless, because you
so he
feel you can do
Can't
accepts
it.
the job
deliver.
because he
If you
said
can't
he can
deliver,
be
make
able
them
to do
sack
it,
you.
all
No.
right.
Yes.
My brother, you know one thing, when we go just talk, I'm not they argue this thing. Eh? See, Akpos there now my witness. Me, I need watch match with emotions. I need watch match with bias. I they talk my true poor I feel. Let me can they come here. I be to shake out my United. This na the Manchester United. Now the first time they meet me be this. Let me just tell you, I not go argue with you again.
I know
Ten
they even
Hag,
see your
after
face
Ten
like
Hag
this. So.
first bring out my camera. After Ten Hag first, after Ten Hag first, see my face here. After Ten Hag first 10 matches. Now tell them, say, in 4 seasons from now, Ten Hag will not be in Man United. Everybody bash me is because of Ronaldo. Yes, I tell them, say because of Ronaldo. Because one, every experienced coach will not go to war with one of the most valuable player of the team. Or else you they tell the club to give you 4 to 5 seasons to build the team. Now, when I see how he handle Ronaldo's issue, I say in 4 seasons he will not be in Man United. In 4 seasons,
Hmm.
In 5 seasons, Thiago will not be the top managers in the world. That was what I said, and they follow me argue. I watched my United matches, first 2 matches, how we play. He switched the formation. I went into my United DNA, which we normally play all this while. Then he won Arsenal, he won Liverpool, he won Leicester, went to Man City, lost 6-3, came back, played, went to Europa League, lost 1-0, came back. I was watching his his game play, his mind game he was playing. If you want to play Ronaldo, he play 40 midfield with Ronaldo, stressed him so that people will say that Ronaldo's leg was tired. When he wants to play other attacker, we put the team on the right place. I was watching everything he was doing against Aston Villa, how he knew that Van der Beek was not good enough, but he decided to play Van der Beek 90 minutes for that game. We lost the game to Aston Villa 3-1 against Leicester, against Newcastle. We drew. How the game was so bad for us. I was watching it. I said, after 10 games, that was when I told them. I'll tell you another thing again, another prophecy I made. I told Arsenal fan 2 years ago, I told them, I personally see here, 2023 January, I told them that Arteta is an what did I call him that time? An academy graduate coach. I said the only reason Arteta will win Arsenal trophy is longevity if they give him time. That he will use Arsenal to learn everything, learn game management, learn player management, learn to be a serial winner, learn everything with Arsenal. So if Arsenal can be able they to be there for him when him and his players will graduate from academy to professional, from a professionals to winner, serial winners, then they can win trophy. In 2025, they started shouting that Arteta cannot do it. Because where Arteta managerial experience has gotten to, that is what he has given to Arsenal. Going
Hmm.
into next season now, we test Arteta to know if he can be able to do better, if he can be able to become a serial winner. Now, why did Arteta face that stress? Let me explain it to you because there was no serial winner in Arsenal team when he got the team. He did a very good job of getting rid of high salaries. Now, if Man United can do what Arsenal did, I will not have problem with them by not signing Cunha, by not signing Obuemo, by not signing any player that is other than 30 million euro, that his salary is lower than 150,000 pounds a week. I will be there for them. Then I
Well,
knew
you know
then
it's
I
not
will know
possible
that
now. Football has changed. The
No,
time then is different from now.
no, no,
So the
no, no,
market
no.
is
The
changed.
reason is this. Let me tell you, the reason is this. The reason is this. If that project fails, you can still have money to back up the
To
next
spend.
project.
Mm.
If man you go to the market this way, like what they did to Ateta, when Ateta came in, he
Good
did
point.
not
Good
go
point
and
you
check
dey make too.
Ateta, go and check Ateta record. Ateta did not sign any player up to 50 million euro. Remember, he wasn't the one that signed Pepe.
Yeah, they already signed Pepe before he come.
And that's why
How
they've not
much did
won
this?
anything.
No, this is the point I'm
No,
giving you
in
now.
the explain something for you. In the explain the growth for you.
This,
You see
this,
the
this,
top
this
earners now, they can't grow with Ateta. They can't show so okay, they
so
deserve to earn big money before they can't give them big money. Before
see
Ateta come
the
there in a position where if he can't buy players when he can't put on big salary like the Jesus
you,
and the
you
Zinchenko
see
that time.
the Jesus, the Zichenko, them Declan Rice, them Kai Havertz. Where
Mm.
Ateta get them wrong now, and I say all the players Ateta went for when Ateta good
Where
for,
you
he
can't go
did
buy
not
with
buy
big
any,
money.
he not
Mm.
buy any Syria winner apart from Rice. I will not lie to you apart from Rice. Now we are not talking about Arsenal, we're talking about Man United. But I just to give you instance. If Man United decide to move in the market wisely, Cunha is not now. The lap is now. Between
I agree.
Oslom and Zexi, one has to go to relieve the
Una sha
team.
was
And
una want turn this club to mid-table club, pata pata.
no, no, bros, I they come. You know the reason why the situation where Man United they presently, we are in a bad financial position that my brother, you see the one that take out the pin people neck, eh? This one that take out all our neck, Kane, all
Make
our
them
leg,
sell,
Brock
make them
Lesnar,
sell the
all
club.
our waist, all our waist. Why Goldberg, all our hand. We are finished. Ten Hag and this inexperienced coach has finished us. You they get me? So the only way you can be able to survive is for you sacrificing a season for this. The season may be this. First, the first thing you need to do, if now maybe my United, this is where experienced coaches come up. Lewandowski, they sing the song of leaving Barcelona. I could go pick Lewandowski, free transfer. I go
Mm.
pick Lewandowski, free transfer. This is where the Allegri and the Mourinho and these coaches then take good. They will go so that if the project fail by January, they will be able to have money to bring in another player to
See,
complement
Doesn't
the
mean
project
team.
it
it will
doesn't
fail.
mean
You know why
you
it will
don't
fail?
have to
Because
sign good player. Man. Sign
signing
good
Lewandowski
players,
is
bro.
short term. Signing Lewandowski is a short term option, a short term fix.
Yeah,
No,
And
short
Man
term
U
okay,
right
option.
now,
long-term option.
we
All your
don't need it.
long-term option hasn't worked. This is where you learn football
Eh,
from.
they are not
Mourinho
No,
doing
signed.
it right, bro. They are not doing the
Listen, let me tell
long-term
Mourinho's
you.
era.
project.
See,
The
Let
short-term
me
project,
tell
they
Mourinho's
are
you
not doing
something.
it
Let me
right,
tell you
the right way.
something. That there is
exactly
nothing
short
like
term project
Mourinho's
is
era. Let me tell you something.
his era is
You were
gone.
let me
Mourinho's era is
let me tell
gone.
you something now. Oh yeah, let me tell you something now. Remember, Ruben Amorim is not the first coach that played three defense. He has been there ever since. Remember, Man City used these three defense to win Champions League, Premier League treble. If you remember very well, it was these three defense he used. Netanake, Stones, what's this guy's name on the central?
Diaz.
Diaz. Now,
Diaz.
when the team is attacking, you see Stone in the midfield. They now go into three defensive line. When the team is defending, you see Stone on the right side on the fullback, which is the right side of the defensive line. So no be Ruben Amorim be the first coach when he can coach three defense. It's how you use the team that matters a lot. The era you talk about now, football formation will always be football formation. Football tactics on how you build teams will always be football tactics on how you build team. It is how you approach the market that matters a lot. And when you're in a bad financial decision, what do? You approach the team market with wisdom. Mourinho winning treble with Inter Milan. Lucio was already old. Juan was already old. Both of them were Brazilians. Mourinho needed to win those trophies. He brought in Lucio from Bayern Munich and he brought in Juan from Bayern Leverkusen. Signing Lewandowski for free transfer into my United team, you're not building for the future. You already had Delap in the team that will learn from Lewandowski. You have Zexi in the team that will learn from Lewandowski. Playing him 2 seasons will save you money to sign an attacker of 60 something million. With this, you can even be able to make it into European League. This is why I tell you that this the Amorim and the Ten Hag, they cannot move in the market like this when
That's
they
the
are
dirty
coaching a big
manager,
team.
bro. They are rubbish manager. Sack them. You
When
see,
they are
one
coaching
thing,
big team,
one thing about this club is
they
that
can do it when they
there
are
are so
coaching
many
teams like Sporting Lisbon.
organic,
Now,
organic.
somebody that sacked 17 players from Sporting Lisbon team the first season, eh, and promoted players from this thing, and he signed few players inside, and he went ahead and they said he won a league without losing a match in Sporting Lisbon in Portuguese league, where you have only 3 big teams. In Premier League, you have up to 10 big teams now because there is Man City, there is Newcastle that have money to spend. There is Chelsea that are still signing players. There is Liverpool that won the league and they are the first to sign players. There is Arsenal who will not agree with you next season because they will bring in an attacker. There is Man City who is telling you that next season they are doing a recruitment. There
Mm.
is Aston Villa who is angry that they didn't go to Champions League because they needed the money to block in PSRO. There is Nottingham Forest who went to Europa League, and you know they have a billionaire that can be able to splash money as well. Inside there too now, so there is now Crystal Palace who have gone to Europa League, who have money to spend next season as well. You have 10 competitors, 7 competitors before you now meet Man United in that. So you already have like 10 competitors, first of all. So you don't bring those character of okay. I'm seeing in a news today. I don't know if it's rumor that he has told 13 players to look for a new club. Now my United, you turn into Boy Scouts. There you go. You walk go me person. You turn out to Okpo Miliki quarter. You turn out to Losho quarter. You walk just say follow me. Enter motor. Follow me more. Go as go poke. Now my United, you turn to like that. Now when we talk, you talk about Ferguson did it that time. Remember Ferguson trend we care. Ferguson went and met a player and told the player that Alpha, I'll give you 100,000 pounds come out from my club because now you the carry alcohol, they come the dressing room. That statement changed that player's life and later became a legend in one of the Premier League club. People they talk to say Ferguson was strict. Ferguson was go check what the postcodes use the ITC. He say they need to tell you say postcodes, you know they shall give postcodes. Say they go wait, the official postcodes all die finish today. Ferguson go still reach because he says scusi. There are players that coaches like. Go check what the Eric Cantona use the ITC. So one that they use Ferguson say they talk on, they use Ferguson they talk like say Ferguson not get a favorite players when they get away. Same Ferguson when be like say postcodes not really come into match for go check oh. They want change them enter match for 3 minutes of match to go. Postcodes not really coming inside the game. Ferguson not suspend them. Now why when Arsenal Bank and Gary Neville they rake about Ronaldo, Roy Keane asked their two say, what about the ones one I don't do for dressing room get away with them? How many times una they get this suspension one at the clamor for how many times una get them? Times has changed. When you want to move into the market when you're in a bad position. When Inter Milan brought in Conte, what did Conte do? Victor Moses, sheep. Kolarov, sheep. Ashley Young, sheep. Who again? Some of the defenders he had then, sheep. He built the first team. The second season, he went and he brought in Hakimi from Dortmund, 23 million euro. The only big player he signed on his first season was Lukaku. Now he meets Lautaro Martinez there. He started building the team. He brought in Shonolu from AC Milan. He brought in Mkhitaryan from Roma. Sheep. He brought in what's the name? If you check him, he brought in who again for that midfield on the Brozovic, all of them brought them inside the game. Go check as this guy carry Ericsson when Tottenham throw away, go inside the team. That is why you build team that is in a difficult position. You don't see people don't see you coming. Some of the players you sign for you to relieve space in the team are players that nobody would think that the player will come and do something.
But at the end of the day, organic league matters. So if you try all those things, go carry expired player for this Premier League. You go day 12, your eye go
Exactly.
clear.
Now, what I want you to talk safe.
You go day 12,
Yes,
your eye go clear. If you go carry all these
yes.
wash players, we don't retire for football. You go
But
day
but
12,
but
your eye
but
go clear.
but Arsenal do am na 8 the end. Why
Uh-huh.
can't they give you
He
with
did
them?
it back to back.
But
You think say
today,
I have time for a
but
manager that will
today,
take me to it back to back? I
make
don't
I
have time
tell
for all
you,
of that.
okay, make I tell you, let's be frank and sincere now. Arsenal now can as well go now and tell Arteta, you've tried and go. They will bring in coach like they'll bring in coach like Ranieri. As far as Ranieri will come, will win league, give them. You know why? Arteta has paid his due. He has done his part. He has relieved them from debt. He has brought in experienced players. All the new coach need to do is to bring in just one Syria winner or two Syria winner. He go win league. He go compete for Champions League. He win Europa League. He win Champions League. He win FA Cup. He dominate the next 3 seasons of his career. Then he fuck up again. They relieve him. That is
That's
what
what
I'm
football
telling
be
you.
now. Football now only man you
If
fans
you
they think say
continue with
you
like
they sack
this,
manager na problem. Big teams sack
so
all the
Oga,
big
No, but
teams of this
many
world.
Arsenal fans, many Arsenal fans, they think like that too. Many.
okay, make I
All the
tell you
big
now.
teams
So
of
if
this
you
world
want to
in the
survive,
last
first
10
first
years, they've sacked more managers than Manchester United. Sacking
make
manager
I tell you
is a
one
normal
thing.
thing for big clubs.
Make I tell you one thing. So, oh guy,
It's a
we don't
normal
talk
thing, but
many. We don't talk many today. I just dey come from travel. As every day like
Hmm.
this, I naked self. I just dey come from travel. I just come out for bedroom now. Remember, say, I suppose come live with you today. Make I tell you, we don't hate Ruben Amorim. We are just telling you that he's inexperienced. You dey see Nunes, see Nunes Santos, see Nuno Santos, Nuno Santos. He did well in Wolf. They carry him go coach Tottenham. In Yash open Walaka. He went to Attilad in Saudi Arabia. He won league in a season where Attilad, when Attilad was informed, came back to Nottingham Forest, picked Nottingham Forest for relegation battle, and took them where to
To Europe.
Europa League. You know the reason why if he do am because now we're in power reach be that. Maybe there. You see, I bet me Ten Hag now go Bundesliga now go carry second, go carry third for Bundesliga because cannot carry first because these people they sell players. They are selling experienced players. So doing it on the first season will be difficult because their best defender, Bayern Munich just signed him. Their
Hmm.
best right back, Liverpool just signed him. Their best attacking midfielder, these people they sign him. Including Ronaldo swear give I know go ever better for us. So they go sack her for that club very soon. Don't be sure for that. You see where they sack that Portugal coach, they follow road. And so they'll sack Ten Hag too. Now, what we can be able to do to change this our situation is moving
Yeah.
silently in the market. Move silently in the market. Do not sign players where people will clap their hands at. Yes, just like what they go on today. All media as Man United is signing Ubuemo. They've completed the signing of Cunha. They're
yes,
bringing in
now that's how it's
Bemo.
supposed to be. It's normal. It
But
happens
we
to
not
other
get the
clubs
money.
too
See,
now.
my brother, Tehak put us for debt to where we did so. Hey, see, this one will they continue. Not only coaches pay their ticket go Europa final. He go reach where be like say
Wait,
players go the trek go away match. Oh.
wait first. You know when you were saying
Tell me,
something, you were
tell me.
saying some things. You were saying some things.
Uh,
You were like, this coach or this club, they give the manager one season, the next season, this one. Amorim has just spent 6 months. 6 months. He has not spent a full season. Now the thing with this, when they are they try make una understand, say you people think maybe the guy is inexperienced. True, Baba Fide inexperienced, but
They
at
they yes,
least
we are not be safe
he
fit.
needs he needs one season. Make
You
we
need
see,
time.
make
Mm.
make we see exactly. So as next season they come, so make we see how he go play. Because for me, I don't see enough to convince me. Say this man better pass Ten Hag based
For
on
Sporting
coaching
Lisbon.
Manchester United.
For Sporting
No, I
Lisbon, not
don't,
before Man United.
no for Man U, I don't see. I don't
Oh
see.
yeah,
Not
name the
just
things when he do. Oh yeah, name the things when he do.
you see the way we they play. Because before now, you see that one midfield when Ten Hag dey, oppositions they always that midfield na problem is always exposed. You get me? But with Amorim now, I don't see him with the arrival of Ugarte, and he has already Papa don't bring out the best in Casemiro. At least we don't see say that midfield, all those pocket of spaces where we see oppositions they always
Let me
exploit.
bring the best in Casemiro. Casemiro had issues with Ten Hag. He dey plan to beat Ten
Casemiro
Hag
dropped form. Casemiro
because he
dropped
had
levels.
problem with
No, you know,
Ten
drop
Hag.
anything with Amorim. Amorim
He dey
he wanted
plan.
runners.
See,
Now midfielders wave they run like dogs in like this is a
Yes,
guys
you are
more to
right.
that game.
But say
see,
you get one point where
Casemiro case,
Casemiro
make I tell you, Casemiro case, man, I tell you what happen. The Casemiro na the plan made the sack Ten Hag. That Casemiro na senior brother of that
no,
plan. You know the reason why I be senior brother of that plan. Go listen to Varane interview. Varane said that
I hear that
Tayag
one.
was targeting the senior players to make example. Remember the FA Cup final, Casemiro no play am. Remember that FA Cup final when Varane play. Varane, he be like he will fake injury for like 10 matches to when the season to end. Came back to come play am. And before that match, he sacked Martinez and he said, let's dance this last dance. For you to know that they thought Teang will leave last season.
And I mean, even we fans still say Ten Hag will go, but my point be say in-game management, Ten Hag was zero. Like his in-game management, and I no go to blame him because he was relying more on Kobe Mino. You get me, Ganacho, all
And
those
this one
younger.
come worse past the yak.
And this
This
one,
your
no, no,
friend.
no. Wait, you know what? I don't know how I know they get this thing. This man never
What is
used
it?
one season.
But you know, say, but wait,
Wait,
but you know, say,
you,
your coach go play Kobe Mino for attack. At top nine. This your coach where you go
and he
drop
work,
first.
and he work now.
Against two,
I mean, no
because
work.
say it was against full Leon.
Against
You
one
know, say
club where I don't know their
he play
name.
am for Premier League, we lose.
But if play am for
Premier
league,
League they different. See, no, be say. See,
So
the
if
difference
Premier
is
League they
my
different, why you go try him?
why I say it's they different because our performance for Premier League they different from how it did for
Oh yeah, make I
Europa
show
League.
tell you another position again. You know, say your coach they play Kobe Mino as 10.
mhm.
And Kobe Mino not
Yes.
get pace. He not get pace. He's only good on the ball. He
No,
just
I not agree. Oh.
for
don't receive,
pace.
don't deceive your manager. Don't deceive yourself with this guy. This guy is a failure. This guy is not good
He's
enough to be here.
he's
A,
not.
a proper club would have sacked
Oh
this
yeah, tell me
manager.
now, how you
Okay,
go
They
wait,
won't
assess
wait.
waste
your
their
first
time.
signing of the manager
Make,
of the
make we wrap
manager?
up. Make we wrap up. Make we
How you go
wrap
Wait
up.
assess
first,
your
wait
first
first.
signing
You
of the
say
manager?
sack.
How you go
I
assess
don't
your first
understand.
signing of the manager? The first signing when you make
Eh, na
General
Kumana.
Dogu,
Na Kumana.
General Dogu, General Dogu
Okay,
of
Dogu.
Dogu
Okay.
Kingdom.
She na Amorim sign Dogu abi na Ten Hag.
Yeah, bring
Wey
her
Ten Hag.
come. Nah, eh.
Na Amorim sign now.
No,
Eh,
waiting be
for
I
me,
know.
na still
I don't even know whether
Dogu
na
still
Amorim
young.
sign now.
So
Dogu
I
why
don't know
Dogu
will
whether
you
na
be
still
Amorim
young.
signing?
sign.
Come. You said you need results right now, Abi. Because me not tell you say
No, he say
walk
you go suffer.
silently.
He
I
say
tell
you
you
go
say walk
suffer.
silently in the market. You say no, not walk silently in the
No,
market.
he say
You
you
can't
go
say
suffer.
walk. You can't say walk sharply. Now you can't go ahead and sign players that still need 3 to 4 years to germinate.
Mm.
No, it's not. Football has changed now. Okay, look at what's the name? Real Madrid signing that very young defender from Bournemouth. Football don't change now. So
That
clubs are
that
trying
guy
to
mature
gather.
past to that guy mature
Now
past
because
this
say now
Leche
because
guy.
say they play for Bournemouth. If they play for Man U, you know go talk this thing where you talk.
He they
So you
play for
want to tell me say
biggest
Lenny
club,
Euro? So you want to tell me say Madrid pays 50 million for your Lenny Euro? Na fake, na wrong signing.
Now, no, no, what they talk now. You they try
No,
to say
you
we
say
they
because
sign
you say
young.
if he did for Man United, we will know what they talk. My brother, you not get what you want defend. Your coach can play over 28 matches. You not improve one player.
How you go improve for mid-season squad when no be in squad
Waiting
aside
you
the
My
they talk say
Willian.
brother,
mid-season. Now only him did there.
my brother,
Mid-season
Wait,
now.
28
organic,
matches.
organic,
28
organic, wait.
matches, no be mid-season, no, na starting of
Organic,
season be that so.
organic, even wait, organic, even wait. Well, Moyes, no be mid-season injury.
For where? For
Ranieri,
Man U, abi?
Everton.
Roma for Everton, no be mid-season.
Na
Wolves
mid-season.
manager, ain't getting players. Roma sacked two
E
manager.
different.
Roma
The
sacked two
context
manager
What
only
about
for
different.
Ranieri?
Ranieri
What
to go
about
on
Ranieri
20
when he
games
goes straight
unbeaten.
10 matches, not lose, carry the go Europa League?
You they try compare Man U with those Man U, this thing different.
Okay,
The
My brother,
expectation
now
everything
you
wait.
different.
see,
When
you
they
don't even me
compare.
they tell you about this players issue. You don't even tell you about this players issue. Akpos, if I the lie, still there. I
Organic.
be people when he campaign say I don't want to score my Tomone for my United again. Before before Ten Hag, I was in love with Scott McTominay because of how Mourinho use him and how he did aggressive in marking. But when Ten Hag confront Scott McTominay could be attacker for Scott McTominay not could get win. I say bring me Ugati. I don't want to see Scott McTominay again. My brother, believe me honestly, I'll tell you, I've been in football for a long time. It is coaches that brings out the beauty of players. And when a coach have a team,
Uh,
he will manage the team. And from that team, he will filter the good players he can be
an,
able to use.
another
And he will
thing,
leave the rest.
another
This
thing,
your team now when
organic.
Amorim
Before we
gets.
go, or before we go, organic. Before we go,
Mm.
you see, there is this misconception about Man U when people just put everything on the players, and people say these players are not good enough. But these players that you think are not good enough, they've been in 4 finals in 4 years, in 3 years, in the
You
last
know,
3 years now. Wait, they've been in 4 finals. Before this clueless manager will come, we sack.
call a
Only
fine boy,
finish,
the fine boy
o-
manager.
only finish third and second. He reached semi-final of all competition in one of the seasons. He reached Europa League final the following season. No be saying just they be second or third with these same
That
players that you
individual
are saying.
brilliance now.
Wait, let me finish. With these players that we say they are not good enough.
Only football not sit part the
This
coach for football.
this Ten Hag as a manager, he reached 2 finals with these same players where you now say they're no good. He reached 3 finals rather. Three. He lost one.
Went
He
went to
win two. With this player say you no good. This same manager as him worst reach. This player still carry and go final. And you can't know waiting for
now
the
the
past.
players
One of
carry. I
the
don't mean
big
carry the players too.
wait,
If you see
wait,
changes,
Nick,
when my
wait, Nick,
coach again, my
organic,
coach
wait.
won't kill me with changes.
Organic, wait. You see, one of the biggest myths where people can't they talk about these players is that the players that started the last final, no be same players started this last final where we play. When
And
people
they
they
say the
always
players
put
not good.
blame on the players. The last final, Ganacho started the final, Rashford started the final, Mino started the final, Casemiro was not in the final, Euro was not in the final, Maswari
Maguire
was
was
not
not
in
in
the
the
final,
final.
Maguire
Maguire
was not
was
in the
not in the
final.
final.
The people
Ahmad
that
was
played
not
this
in the
current
final.
final, now only Bruno and Onana did this new
So how
final
is
where
the
we play.
players' fault?
You see, say no be
And you design
players.
players every season.
You see, say a misconception about these
And
players
you
are
see,
just
no, no,
sacking
no,
the
not be the
manager. Oh, these
misconception,
players are
the
sacking the manager.
misconception,
Oh, these
bros.
players are sacking
Bros,
this manager. Can you see
you see
all the players that have
the
left this club?
misconception, not be the
See how
player,
they
not
are
be their
doing.
photo, not be all these guys are photo, not be their photo. Now England media, now they come tell us saying these players are not good enough. Gary Neville now just come. Gary Neville say none of my United player would enter into Tottenham team and play ball. Everybody they hate them. Now then they say talk about players, but the same players what would they blast? Yeah, will go team. They'll play ball. We'll
See
call they
what
say.
Anthony they do. See what Anthony they do.
You know, yes, Joko, they talk, say, no be
See,
their turn the Antonio de Man United, no be they play for
see,
Ribetes.
there
Now,
was
brother, we
something
don't
I
do
was.
press your neck, more sleep now around 12
Wait
o'clock. We
first.
wish you
Make
all
I
the
make I
best with
just
that
make I just
morning.
say make I just say
Make,
this thing.
make,
Make I
make we
just try
just
say
hear
this
from
thing.
yourself from Tobe before we go end the show. Go ahead, Tobe.
Yeah. So the thing where they try talk be say I understand where una they come from. You get me? But man, you just paid, I think was it not 11 million to bring in Ruben Amorim this season we just end mid-season. And now logical thing for anybody to say, okay, this season is already a write-off, even before say the man join. Now, season don't end. This is now the real time now, as season don't end, planning for the next season where they come to see, okay, what does this man have to offer? So it is logical. Me now, where they support him now. So it depends on how I see how he plays the first maybe 5, 10 matches into the next season. I'll come say, if let's say this man has scam, or if he be say Onana, we no believe in him now, go come say, okay, this man he don't they improve because one, what thing go make this man succeed now? If our recruitment bring in players no be him players because now one thing where we suppose come off our head be that we be say we dey always expect say we must sign him the player he wants or we must sign his players. I understand that fact. Man, you need to stop him. So if we fit bring in players wey dey for the Man U system, this 3-4-3, because since the board don't believe say okay, they are bringing in a manager who is playing three at the back, they should be fully aware that this is going to be a long-term thing, a long term that you must stick with him. I understand now, say everything is scrappy. So like Onana, I don't believe him at all. But they know this is a commitment, this is an investment. We be say they don't commit to this guy. And committing to him means you are now your recruitment policy now will change, whereby if you want to get some kind of players now, you go to look at some kind metrics to bring in these players. We be say go adjust to the three at the back system because tomorrow now, if things no work out well, they go sack Amorim. So if they sack Amorim tomorrow, sure you go come go start afresh, come they sign another player we go suit the next manager system. So it be like saying na one kind issues where I believe say man you want try sort out where be say they know it was a deliberate attempt to bring this man in, and they know say they talk am before the season even end safe, even before Amorim come say they are not going to judge him for this season. Say this season they don't is a
They
write
know
off. So
Oga
now
Tobi, they don't know anything. Now because they are rookie to this job.
no, then it's not about being a
The
rookie.
the only person,
This is
the
But
only
you
how
hear what
person
Schneider,
amongst them
but
that
you
is
hear Schneider, a Dutch player,
that
told Man
person wey no
United.
dey naive, he don't tell them say don't sign this manager, then go sack him.
You know what he talked? You know what he told Man United? He said, sacking Ten Hag when not sacking Ten Hag when they're supposed to
I read
sack
that thing. Yes, they should have sacked him. Yes,
is
everybody
the
knows.
mistake Man United make, and it's the same mistake they are making now. Left for Ruben Amorim, he read
We
for
take forever to sack
Jim
manager.
Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe for don't sack this guy. But the problem when he
No,
they do that, make I tell you, the same way they tell you say I backed Ten Hag last season, early last season. Now see the same way they tell Ten Hag go. Because why? The media, you feel say Man United no they listen to the media, they listen to the media, they listen to the fans. Majority of you guys now said Amorim should stay. In Amorim we trust. Now, if the club make another move now, say the move now no work now. Same one go come say if like they gave Amorim this time, they give to this manager, he would have produced something. Now they are listening to you guys
Then
now
be rookie.
because that
Why they go they give
that
clean
Europa
to them?
League final, the way that guy put his face for that Europa League final, I wasn't happy with Amorim at all. Now let me tell you something. Now, when I don't start again, when I don't start again, Genacho will leave for the manager. Genacho will leave for the manager. As on a mind game, on a play normally, no
Which
player
mind?
is bigger than the club. Yes,
Not true,
no
no.
player is bigger than the club. For him to hear his frustration of playing in 20 minutes of the game when Messi Mount they carried punch
So you
newspaper
don't
to
have
give out
issues.
a read for 70
Waiting
minutes.
Ganacho talk no
So
good.
wait,
But at the same
thank
time,
you. Now say you know good.
this manager, man management was poor.
Wait
The
now,
way the
might tell
manager
you one
answered the
thing.
question was terrible, and Ganacho
Okay.
reaction was bad as well.
Was
Oh
bad.
yeah,
Two
make
wrongs can never
oh
be
yeah,
right.
Ganacho get
make
issues.
I tell you what, oh yeah, make I tell you something. If you don't know now, may you know something now. I'll tell you today. Hmm? If you know what it takes for Barcelona to keep Lionel Messi's bad character for years, you will know that sometimes coaches go a long way. Sometimes clubs go a long way to keep talent. Genacho might be bad, eh? But what I'm trying to say is this: there is what we call man management. What is the man management? From the
The
club
manager fuck up
sector,
the way
from
he
the
answered that
manager
question.
sector, from
The
the
way
manager sector.
the way he
Coming to
took
the
that
club the
question,
next day
he fuck up.
and come and say that, oh, Genacho, look for your next club. When you don't even have a footprint in the team, you're shooting yourself on the foot.
No, no,
What do
no.
you
Make
think?
we
It's
wrap up,
creating
oh,
a
my brothers.
it's creating a share you say it's creating a discipline, right? That's what you mean.
Hmm.
We've lacked it now. We've lacked it over time. Yes, now we don't they lack all these kind of things
Yeah.
now.
The manager
Because
say
how you
the
they
manager he
undermine
no
you they
get credit in the
undermining
bank
Now
to
so
some
authority.
I say
extent.
Because
disgrace
tomorrow,
now so I
player
say
power.
disgrace Ronaldo.
Alex Ferguson in 2013, Alex Ferguson in 2013, he get one thing. I won't paraphrase what he talk. He talk something, say, if we get to a situation where players they decide to sack a manager, he say it's a dangerous situation. It's a
Uh,
dangerous thing
Oh
that
yeah,
can
make
Toby,
I
happen.
see
you know what?
make I see tell you
Toby,
As you
one
tell,
thing.
Toby, you know
Oh yeah,
one
make
thing
I see
about
tell you
me
one
and
thing.
this situation is that
This Alex Ferguson you're talking
Ganacho
about. Eh?
Ganacho don't fuck up.
Well,
The
I'm not
manager
telling you,
to
this
fuck up.
Alex Ferguson that you're talking about, Mourinho, Rooney dropped transfer request to Alex Ferguson twice. One of them, he went to Alex Ferguson in his office and told Alex Ferguson, why will he sign player like Valencia and Ashley Young? And so Alex Ferguson did not put him on transfer the next day. For you to know that there are some talents that you keep, discipline or no discipline. The same
Apart from
Alex
that,
Ferguson now. When you quote his statement now, don't tell you of
organic,
resettlement.
organic. One of the reasons why I say this man guy can never be our manager is on man management level. This guy no be am. He's
You don't
below
throw it.
par.
You don't
Everything
well,
throw
where
shey
you
na
away
talk
because of
about
that,
Rashford.
Toby,
You
Toby,
don't
wait,
no, you
Toby,
don't throw
wait.
away Rashford.
Wait, I don't
When you
tell
not
you,
get
say
replacement.
this guy, you don't fuck up. When they ask him the question, say why you no start Garnacho, you could have talked about tactics, not saying, oh, who missed the last chance, big chances in previous game. That was terrible from the coach. Secondly, from the coach, you don't talk, say, make this guy leave this club now. All the club we go they bring money, give us. Now low money, then go they give us. Because
Tell
they
he,
give a
know,
he
better
say,
make
man now.
because
he
they know,
makes
say, we no
less.
want time. They know
Okay,
say we no
I,
want
I
am. Say the manager
I
no want am,
understand.
and we are keeping the manager. You've
You no
reduced the
suppose say
value.
that thing. Oh.
You wait. You've reduced the value of the player.
Okay, okay.
Player side, player don't fuck up. Manager will always be your leader. Will
Now
always
Let
be
me see
your
the
message.
boss.
manager.
Wait, now message you they
Saying
send. You
he
they send
fuck up.
message
Give
across the
who?
team.
All the went to ask said give us where he hand us.
Okay, make I even shock you. Real Madrid,
Hmm.
as powerful
Mm,
as
don't fuck up.
Cristiano Ronaldo was,
Oga Kpos,
Ronaldo
I don't
was
go.
My brother,
as
no wahala.
powerful as
Good night.
Cristiano
Yeah,
Ronaldo
Now wrap
did.
up with it.
yes,
Hmm.
yeah.
Thank you for
So
your time. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome,
yeah,
sir.
too much, Jerry. So as
Organic
Cristiano Ronaldo
later.
did that time,
All right, later. Bye bye.
yeah, now. So Perez, Florentino Perez, still get that mind, sell Cristiano Ronaldo that time. I don't know that you
No,
understand what I'm saying.
Perez,
So my
go
point is,
listen to
Pep,
Ronaldo
see, I
issue
don't
with
care, but
Perez. No,
Perez,
Ronaldo issue
Ronaldo,
was with
he
no
wanted
Ronaldo issue with
wages,
Perez. I tell you,
wages.
Ronaldo issue with Perez. Ronaldo did not have issues with Zidane, the coach. Ronaldo had issues with Perez, and
I
Zidane
know now, it's
resigned for
Perez.
Zidane resigned that season because of that issue. Because Perez, go and read that history. Perez is a fan of Bale. Perez loved Bale more than Ronaldo. Perez signed Bale if Bale can be able to contend Ronaldo. If Bale has produced himself up to Ronaldo's standard, Perez will say Ronaldo Tete. Because Perez not like that kind of Ronaldo aura for the dressing room.
But why
Perez they
is
always like be
exactly?
the boss. He dey always like be the boss. But the thing
And
is,
that's what it's supposed to be now.
whatever Ronaldo was doing it, he was backing it with his results. Now, Perez not say Ronaldo. Now Ronaldo saying they leave Madrid because the relationship between Madrid and Ronaldo has already broken. They have already gone to the media to make some comments. Sergio Ramos has already gone to the media to say that Madrid is a big club. Players will go and come. So Madrid is not a one club player, which he was referring to Ronaldo in that 2018 World Cup. Ronaldo has already made comments of like he might leave on that 2018 World Cup. So it was already a broken relationship. That is a different case from what is going on right now. And remember, let me tell you one thing. In Madrid, players have constantly sacked coaches. Go and check. Beckham sacked Capello. Then Ronaldo sacked Mourinho. Madrid will always put his players ahead of coaches. You know the reason why? Because Madrid need they sign the players, not be coach they sign them. Madrid do not do what this owner say. Let's sign Amorim players. No. We all know that when they were bringing Mbappe, Mbappe is the highest goal scorer this season, but he affected Vinicius' form. We all know, but Madrid decide to pull off that deal. First of all, to put the club at the highest state. Secondly, to sell Jesse. Thirdly, to make sure that they will prove that they are the best club in the world. But Madrid, see, you see the way they take drive Ancelotti. 5 games to go. The daughter Ancelotti say, pack your load and go. That is Madrid for you. Madrid do not have time to come and negotiate with you and want to do to.
See,
Madrid can
that's why I told
see.
you.
Let me tell you something. The reason why Man United they were a day today is because Man United highest shares owner knows nothing about football and do not love football. Now, the reason what they save the Madrid maybe this their owners love football and they understand football, so they can just stay now. Tell one club say this Old Trafford where they say as Old Trafford now, so collect just like the way the Woodward those time sell our training ground to Sheraton, sell them to Sheraton. That Sheraton when they brand them so that thing now so give the club money. They use and take cover some places. Now, Man United needed to make those kind of move in the market so that they can be able to raise 200 million in the market. Go to your museum, check for something. Just like the way Barcelona at say Messi best jersey when he did their museum to raise money. How Barcelona at sell their radio station to raise money. How Barcelona at they rent some part of their stadium out, their previous stadium to raise money. Man United need to move in the market like that. So when we compare club, we should understand that what Genacho did was wrong. Coming at here and a brother come do those things then. But let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about something. How old is Genacho? 20 years old. What should be done should be called inside the house. That is why you have team manager, which is Fletcher, when not know his job. He don't say when Fletcher not know his job inside that team. That Darren Fletcher now they talk about, then they in charge of that thing. He was supposed to be between the manager and the players, but he doesn't know his job. Now we know say and they don't sign up say he don't do that place. He not still agree go school, may go know waiting in job be. It's just that they collect salary. Now let me tell you what happened is something that would have been trashed after meet the board. Genacho. There are sometimes coaches explain to players why they keep them in bench. They'll go ahead. They would tell the player that the reason why I put you in bench is that, come, there is a video trending online where Luis Enrique was scolding Mbappe, was telling Mbappe how he will become a world-class player. If you look the intonation he was talking to Mbappe, he was not talking to Mbappe like the superstar he met in the club. He was talking to Mbappe as a coach. This is how you correct players. Forgetting the part that Mbappe don't kick ball through with. You know some of the things
But
Mbappe
he did
has
not
done
take it
in
lightly.
PSG. Eh?
Mbappe did not take it
So
lightly. He didn't.
these are the points I'm trying to bring to you, that this is the reason why you see these coaches of them, Enrique. See, Ten Hag cannot coach a prime Ronaldo. Ruben Amorim cannot coach a prime Messi. Do you know what Messi told that suicidal coach? That suicidal coach. You know what he tell him? Now the coach post him on. He said, go and call the president. He cannot do anything. You dey hear? He said, go and call the president. I know as I scold you, go and call the president. Go and call the president. He cannot do anything. He was still in Barcelona. He reached what Garnacho talk.
After the final,
He reached what Garnacho talk for player to tell coach, say, go call president of club. He no go fit do anything. But Barcelona, instead of scolding Messi, they go block media. Do you know how many years that Luis Susada coach left Barcelona? It was this year is revealing it. That this is what Messi told me while I was coaching Barcelona. The point
see,
I'm trying to make to you right now is that one of the problems that makes Man United players West even come out is because of the man management of the team. Your inexperienced coaches don't even know how to tell these players the magnitude of the club, how whatever they post will fly, how whatever they post will cost the team and all that. They thought discipline, They thought discipline and respect is the same thing.
let me shock
You
you.
ain't
Do you know under Ten Hag? Do you know they used to leak?
okay.
There were several leaks. For
True.
instance, team news before team news comes and all those things. But when
Mm.
Amorim came in, he had to try to stop such leaks. And before now, when we want to play match, we already know who's starting, who's not starting, and all those type of things. You get me? So Amorim is trying as much as he can to instill discipline, because when he came, I remember the one interview when he lost the match, he said the problem with Manchester United is that everybody is comfortable. They are too comfortable. The players are too comfortable, which is true, because if you are from maybe Sporting Lisbon, or you are from another club and you sign for Man U, you know that you have hit a jackpot, because one, your wages will be crazy. You go get some kind astronomical wage, wey be say is times 10 or times 5 higher than the one you had in your former club. So these things now make our players comfortable, whereby they don't know how to run, they know sabi
Okay.
press, they know sabi do the basics. So and this thing now na the issue, because you look Man U, when Man U dey play, you against an opposition like maybe Brighton or Brentford, you go see say at any loose ball wey Brighton or Brentford go get, before you know, you see two, three players, you see them making the press. They go dey press to recover the ball. You get me? And successfully they will do it. But when man you lose the ball without the ball like this, you go see them, they no fit run. And that's why people get issues with Rashford, because Rashford without the ball, he no fit run, he no fit recover, he no fit press, he no fit just do those basics. You get me? He go dey waka, they are so sluggish in terms of
Okay. Oh
reading
yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
game.
Oh yeah. Let's your explanation. Akpos go to go off, and I needed to do a lot tomorrow as well.
Okay.
Same thing you are saying now was the Amore is saying now is the same thing Teag said on his first season. What is Teag's coach? We need to get in the right culture and the right identity in the
Yes,
team,
which is clear.
which is discipline. And he lost that discipline. Do you know why he lost the discipline? Hmm? He
Mhm.
overdo him. And that's the problem of young managers. I'll tell you, that's the problem of young manager. In as much as I don't trust Xavi as still being a Gen Z coach, I don't trust Xavi. But with what Xavi did in Barcelona with personalities like Lewandowski in the team and everything, I trust Xavi more than these guys. Any coach that your team is in a bad position, instead of creating a winning mentality and you go to fight with the players in the team, try to create an identity. And always, because while you're doing that, you end up putting the players in the spot and people start blaming the players that, oh, the coach is trying to install discipline in the team. The coach is trying to like bring in the perfect team. You guys are the problem of the team. You are bound to fail because one day your own players, just like what happened to Tehang, these same players, when you go sign, come when you feel say they go fight for you, they'll go against you in the nearest future. This life has gone a lot of time. Bros, more not argue. August is behind the corner here. I they follow you for Instagram. As the problem starts, my brother, I go tag you like when one of my guy tag me for online. I call for like quarry, say guy, I beg. If you tag me again, I go block you. That's how I go tag you.
No
Because
wahala with the and me sef,
you know
I
the
go dey
reason
observe
why.
it.
You know the reason why. Eh? I don't to watch football. I can't watch Amory formation. I can't see say Man United they play ball like even the Casemiro, everybody they play ball like say they not sabi play ball. They go run, go back. In fact, Man United go pick ball for front of team. They go pass the ball, go back. Call passer go give Onana. You go dey front of an opponent 18-yard box. You pass the ball to Onana. The reason why we were able to penetrate opponent 18 yards box for even Premier League for the past 3 matches was because of Ahmad. Was because of Ahmad
So is that one
coming
on
from
Amorim
him. Yeah.
passing the back? Is that one on Amorim passing the ball back when
Because
there's an
yes, he's on
no?
Amorim. Do you know
It's
the
not
no
on
no no
Amorim
no? He's on
because no.
Amorim.
Look at how he
He's on
played on sport.
Amory. Make
Look
I
at how he.
explain you. Make I explain you. Make I
Let me
explain
say
you. You know the reason why he's on Amory. Let me tell you the reason why he's on Amory never this. Football these days is two ways. Either on the ball or off the ball, and is on the coach. That is the reason why you see players like Brandon Johnson that scored that goals against us do not throw leg over, but he's a very good player. He's not skillful. Brother Johnson cannot dribble two players once. He's not that talented. But he was signed for £50 million. Do you know the reason why?
He's a
Either the
British player,
ball,
English player now.
yes, I'm
He's an
coming.
English
You
player.
still get British players where they sell 5 million. See, either you are on the ball or you are off the ball. The way you position your players on the ball, that is how the players move on the field. And the way the opponent players intercept you on the field, that is how the game goes. And when you miss it, you concede goal. E.g., the first goal against Arsenal in PSG match, Arsenal lose guard on their midfield. Well, Dembele find himself on the midfield of Arsenal, opened himself. Now, Martinelli, based on the formation of it's where you position on the ball and off the ball. When Martinelli followed Dembele down close to the opponent's team, he returned back to his position, expecting Moreno or Moreno or Rice to cover that place. Now, both of those players returned late. That was when that number 7 bring the ball back to Dembele and he had that goal. That was one of the punishment they had from the first 10 minutes of the game down to almost the end of the game when Ateta realized and he now put in a player from that midfield. Dembele could not move on the midfield again. Dembele had to go to side. Now, why am I explaining to you is on the ball. If you notice the second half of the game, the player even had injuries and left the game. Why? Because it is either on the ball, off the ball. On the ball, Man United is bad. Off the ball, Man United is pressing stupidly. which is very easy for them to open us. And that is not on the player, is on the coach. Because it's the coach that carries board. It is the coach that have data analysis, that analyze opponents before every matches. Is the one that position the players. And on the first half, after the
He
first
will give
half,
instructions now, but he's not the one to kick the ball now. The coach will give
you say,
instruction, but he doesn't kick ball.
you see, why do you think that goalkeepers and defenders have the ball most in Premier League these days than attackers? Because how the game is being built, midfielders don't even have the game balls again. It's defenders and goalkeepers that have the ball more. So on the ball, the defenders has the ball. The midfielder do one or two touches, and they open the game, and an attacker scores. That is why you will not see a player like Haaland, who is bad on the ball, to hold the ball more than two touches, three touches. Haaland do not have the ball more than 2 to 3 touches. It's how the game being played. So it is the coach now to create a team that can accommodate Haaland. And Haaland start scoring goals. Which is your own coach had the player that is so bad on the ball. Hojlund, he hasn't been able to create a team that can accommodate the ball and freely give him to see what he would do. Hojlund, being a very bad on the ball and a very bad finisher, always see himself in an uncomfortable position on the opponent team. Now, one of the reasons why we lost Europa League final, the another thing is taking risk. Amorim do not know how to take risk. And a coach who doesn't know how to take risk cannot be a serial winner.
No, I don't agree. You don't take risk, because if you are taking risk, you are playing to the
See,
players' will. Because you know,
but
my point.
but before I go close, I need to sleep before I go close. Sure, you know, saying that Ten Hag never play Tottenham if I beat them. Though we hate Ten Hag, you know, say if I beat,
And now
blood, blood for foot Tottenham, Matt, blood for foot Tottenham.
he go big, but na the thing be that you need to install. You need to see, if it doesn't work, stick to it. Then they always say stick to the plan, stick to the plan. But we don't see any plan where they try stick to.
My
But
brother, this your plan when you want stick on. So when the rain go fall, when the rain go
it go
fall.
work. I dey tell you, this
My
man's plan
brother,
go work.
My
Akpos,
brother.
Nigeria train don't use me see Pepe today. I beg, I just a
Sorry,
rich
no.
worry. I didn't worry like this.
You didn't
I
worry,
didn't
eh?
worry like this. I didn't worry. I spent a few days in worry before returning, but I don't follow train again. I go use flight. I not fit. I beg.
Pele,
I not
pele, do. But people
So
where I know where they use the train, they smooth for them sometimes.
my
So
brother is when you're going, the coming back is so rough.
I not be
The
lie,
coming
not be
back is
lie.
very, very rough. No,
Pele,
while you
pele.
guys should have a great night rest.
No wahala.
What's your
We
name
don't
again?
Hope to see you
What's your
soon.
name again?
Toby
Tobe,
is my name.
Tobe.
I will check that comment section. I will add you on that comment section so that we can be
Okay,
able to talk more.
okay, now no problem,
No,
no
wahala,
No
problem.
no,
wahala,
like
my
good
brothers.
night.
But good stream, organic. I just say make I even leave and make una talk as much as una want because I know
We
say
don't tell you that
debate, debate
our
long.
season not be anything to talk about. Our season a disaster. From the
But great show,
coaches,
great
even the
show.
Ruben Israel was supposed to go back, come back here, and then Leicester don't go relegation. We don't know when they go come back. Safe, so
But
oh,
great
long
show,
that
great
they
show.
never.
Organic. I better go rest. You try, no easy.
Yes,
All
sir.
Good
right, good
night.
night.
Tobe,
Okay, now,
good night. Fantastic show. Everybody
okay,
will
now.
come on the show today. Oga Olawe also join us. Thank you for today's show. Everybody will watch from start to finish. Oga Tosin, we also they contribute. Thank you for today's show. It's been an amazing show, and hopefully we will see Oga Tobe, more frequently on the streams. We know see Organic also now regular. So, but Tobe, my brother, thank you for your time. Good night, good morning. Everybody will join us today. I appreciate all the support on today's stream. My people, we don't come off for studio. Now, bye bye.